sweet.
Drop it.
Ah, sweet. Ah, sweet. Ah, sweet. Ah, sweet. Ah, sweet. Ah, sweet.
Two, one, drop it.
What's going on, everybody? How are we doing tonight? Welcome into another edition of Sweet's Saturday Streamer Showcase. We've got a great cast tonight. 3 great new streamers to show to you guys. And man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a great podcast. The topic of the day is stream quality. So fingers crossed that Spectrum keeps our internet flowing all night tonight. So that is what's on the ticket today. Yeah, there's other links. I don't know why they're all scrambled together like that, but they are separated, I believe.
These nuts.
Toskamiri, ironically, one of our guests today. Thank you for the subscription. So the alerts will go away when I go into the podcast view here in just a moment. So this will be the last time that I get the alerts. I'll still see it come up, and my lights will probably still be going crazy to it, but. The Beast Chafe, thank you for the 100 biddies, appreciate you. Everybody, thank you for the follows. I am gonna try to keep to the script, so please, please don't be upset if I do ignore chat for a bit. But there is a questions from chat portion of the podcast. When that time comes, feel free. You can type questions, and my mods will flag them and send them to me, and then we'll ask a couple questions there at the end if we have. Enough time, we'll ask as many as we can. But I'm absolutely excited about this. Sad Girl, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you so much. Welcome to being one of Sweet D's Nuts. All the new followers, welcome to the Sweet Squad, guys. But today is not about me. Today is about showcasing you guys 3 amazing streamers, 3 amazing content creators, and I'm so happy to introduce them to you guys. I am Unsung. Thank you. Another one of our guests today. So, my nuts got me. Oh my god, y'all popping off right now. Alright, but let's get this show on the road, baby. I'm ready to get these guys hyped up and talking. So, I am going to pop over here in just a second. I have to be ready for this because if I use my hotkeys, I learned my lesson. If I use my hotkeys to unmute and deafen myself in Discord, it will change my scene like 16 times. Why? I do not know. But if the volume needs adjusted, please let my mods know. And mods, you guys know to hit me up. I'll highlight your message, whatever. I will see it. But here we go. Welcome to the podcast. How are we doing, guys?
Hello.
Hi. So, everybody, these are our guests today. First and foremost, we have Mykieb. If you've been in my community, you should not be a stranger to Mikey at all because we play games with her, just about daily.
Yep.
Then in the bottom right corner, we have my buddy UnsungGamer. Look at that mustache. Oh my god. And then quite possibly the most well-dressed man I've had. He just looks,
Yeah, dude.
he just looks like he's dressed for action right now. Toskamiri. I am saying your name right.
Yep.
Oh my god, this man is all hype all the time, guys. So
They know about the chair. I gotta get on the chair for it. Hey, Team
hey,
Tosca, thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate you.
yeah,
Well,
the standing up on the chair thing, yeah, my chat shouldn't be a stranger to that. I've almost taken myself out doing spins on my chair a couple times. So
Oh yeah.
You've
they're
fallen
all-
off. I remember that vividly.
I have done that too. It sucks being like the clumsiest man alive and trying to do shit like that, because then you just end up hurting yourself. Hell, I can't even dance, like literally feet on the ground dance without falling off cam. But so today's topic of the day is going to be stream quality. But first and foremost, the main point of this podcast is to introduce multiple different communities to multiple different streamers. And we have 3 great streamers here today to talk about. But I'm going to start doing them one at a time so we can talk about a little more individualized, little focused session. So first, we're going to introduce you to our girl, Mykieb.
Hey, that's me.
How you doing
That's
today,
me.
Mikey?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I am dandy. So
Good.
first, I want to talk about how I met Mikey. And I cannot for the life of me remember who tweeted her out.
I
But
can tell you.
several months ago, someone tweeted this girl, Mykieb, out. And I saw it. And said she was close to affiliate. So I popped in on her stream right before she hit affiliate. And then she had her first affiliate stream like the next day.
Yep.
And that night we raided in and we brought the hype, as we often do. And literally ever since then, Mikey has been Cornerstone. Doesn't even do it justice, because she, like, we play so much games together, and you're probably the fastest person to get modded in my community. Like,
Really?
literally, you were around for just a little bit, and I was like, yeah, let's mod Mikey.
Wow. I mean, I'm honored.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You really are. So I've only known Mikey for about 4 or 5 months now.
Oh gosh. What month are we in? Yeah, about that.
Yeah, so it shows how fast the friendships you can make in Twitch and in this streaming community platform.
True.
But again, it feels like I've known her for actual years. I wish I would have brought. Oh, I'm so disappointed in myself. I wish I would have brought in from my truck the picture that we took as a group, because we
I don't
actually,
have it.
my first ever Twitch meetup with somebody that I don't know from anything outside of streaming was with Mikey. Well, and 20K. I'll give him credit where it's due. Mikey and 20K, we all met up, had a great time. Oh, and Cedar, of
so
course.
much
But
fun.
I mean, I don't think that was a strange comment to anybody. But Mikey, oh my goodness. So the reason immediately, not Liva, stop. The reason I immediately got hooked on Mikey's streams is because she's very focused with her chat, and she definitely is well, you're gonna see it in a second. She is a monster on shooters.
Oh gosh.
A monster. She will bop anybody, and we've kind of quickly determined that we're almost the same person.
Oh, almost? I feel like we are. Let's not play around. We are
Yeah.
the same person.
We say a lot of the same stuff, at a lot of the same time. So, yes, my son.
Cookie.
Okay, we'll close the door. Okay. Thank you.
That's my buddy.
So cute. He does love Mikey. He actually told me the other day he loves Mikey more than Daddy. So there's that.
That's right. Sorry,
But-
but that's right.
But the best way to introduce you to how good Mikey is at shooters, like I was saying, by showing you what I'm talking about. So here it is. Let me get.
boy.
Let's get rid of this music. I had the music bumping in the background for a bit, but I'm kind of done with it. Let's get Mikey's clip going. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What? Pow! Oh shit! Got that. Oh, I see. Not
Not
Cedar
today.
in the game too.
Yes, man. She's
Ooh.
always with me.
Yeah. This is just Mikey just expeditiously wiping squads.
That's what
like
I
it, like it's nothing. Like it's nothing.
It's some boxing,
Oh,
you know?
oh, and there's the Mikey Kraber.
Oh, nothing more satisfying than hearing a headshot.
I told you,
with a
I'm so
creeper.
good with the RE45 here. Holy.
You're the first person I think that got me to use the RE45. I don't think I would touch it before you started telling me that it was good.
Really? Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it slaps, dude.
It does. Oh, the war zone.
Oh, this clip.
Oh my god. Clip volume is super low.
Is it really?
Trying to turn it back up.
It's okay. You won't hear my stupid laugh. It's all good.
It was mostly music and Mikey just yelling, "Oh!" Again, it's almost the same person because I do the same shit. It was really low. Okay. I'll
Only
see.
difference is my mic doesn't cut out.
Yeah, that's true. I'm that's why I'm working to get, better audio equipment because, man, when I get hyped up, I yell so loud and my mic can't handle my range.
Sometimes it's nice when your mic cuts out because then my ears are spared.
Sometimes you got to do it. All right. So, Mikey, sorry, your clip was a little low. We'll see if we can get that sorted out for these other guys.
Hey, it wouldn't be a Mikey anything if there wasn't an issue.
That's
so
fair.
I'm not surprised.
That's fair. No, I completely see that. So, I was reading. Sorry, I was reading chat for a second. I know I shouldn't do that, but I saw loudest motherfucker, and then I was like, oh, that's just 20K talking shit. Never mind. I am religiously loud. So next up, my guy finishing a White Claw. I expect nothing less. UnsungGamer. So, my man Unsung, I have known. Oh man. So I didn't. Unsung is not somebody. He's somebody I know IRL. So we met. Oh my God, what was it back in 20?
It was either 2013 or 14.
13's when I checked onto the ship. So I think that's when it had to be.
13 then.
Yeah. So me and Unsung, we were stationed on my last ship together. So he's got a little bit of the technical expertise for this kind of platform because he was in IT. Actually, that's 2 streams in a row we've had an IT in the Navy on the podcast, so I need to watch out for this. I can't have too many IT folks on here. But
like we're coming for your territory. Huh?
You're trying to stomp me out with your IT skills. You guys know I'm tech dumb, man. Like it took me. Like, honestly, if Cedar, the other IT, didn't figure all this shit out for me, I would have never had this set up anyway. So, we've been friends for, so like I said, since 2013, so 7 years.
Yeah, man.
We found each other again after we had transferred commands on Twitch probably about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago. We've been bouncing back and forth to each other's streams as much as we can since, but you're still active duty, correct?
No, I'm actually, look at this beard, dude.
That's true.
My EAOS end of active service for everybody in chat who's not familiar was the 8th.
The 8th?
I've been out of the Navy for what, 6 days, 7 days?
6 days. Oh my God, man, that's badass, dude. Well,
good,
we have a Navy veteran in the chat then. So, that's awesome, dude. So are you staying out where you were stationed, or are you planning on moving, or did you already move?
No, yeah, man, we own this home that I'm in currently. I have a contracting job literally across the street from where I was at when I was in. So,
oh wait, a government contracting job?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you got it made in shade, baby. Like in the military, those are the guys we look at when we're in. We're like, man, these guys got it made. They're getting paid way more than we do to do way less work.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
So, if you guys have never tuned into Unsung stream before, it's kind of a you never know what you're gonna get situation. It just because I say that just because you never know what he's going to be playing. I've seen him play, you'll see in this clip some Valorant, some Fortnite. We played Rocket League together, but I don't think I'm allowed back.
Yeah, not again, dude. You're like a grand champ, and we're all silvers.
Okay, you're not allowed to jump anymore. I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
you gotta stay four wheels on the ground, bro.
You guys had me playing on mouse and key. I was like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever done in my life is play Rocket League on mouse and key. But
oh, God.
yeah, this guy's stream. There's a reason I reached out to Unsung for this particular podcast is because his stream quality, the production quality into his stream is absolutely fucking astronomical. And that mustache is otherworldly as well. So I mean, but I credit him all the time when I talk about your overlays and your general aesthetics, things that I look for. A lot of my ideas came from what I want mine to become. I still haven't got it all the way there yet, but a lot of what I want to become is stems from looking at his stream and being like, okay, I like what he's doing here. Let me see how I can twist that, make it my own. And we'll talk more on that subject in a minute, but let me let you get a little taste of UnsungGamer. Here he is.
Sorry, chat, for what you're about to watch.
Hand dancing.
That's that. Hi.
It's looking like it's low. Hang on. I'll fix it. I just see it. I might have to adjust the volume. Is there a way I can adjust the volume on it? It's low. Yeah, I know it's low, but I'm trying to figure out how I.
Hand dancing.
That's that.
Maybe
Hi,
that'll be better.
I'm Julia. I'm your expressive freestyle dance teacher. Here we go. Okay, ready?
He doesn't
you
know
imagine-
what Pennsylvania is, but he can hand
But I
dance.
That's
can fucking
better?
hand
Okay.
dance, all right?
They're probably all sitting there.
The hand dancing.
Don't judge, man.
No, like honestly, that's crazy for that ace though.
That was
Dude.
pure luck. Pure luck that
Your
happened.
hand dancing though, the accent and stuff, like that is exactly what I think of when I think of you from like the ship. It's like never speaking in the same accent for longer than 2 minutes. Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He looked like Dr. Disrespect and he's giving you rage like Dr. Disrespect right now.
I touched the crown! What?
Oh my god, that's horrible.
I only found out after that you had to grab the crown.
So that was the first time, guys.
Holy shit, I'm fucking nuts.
You are fucking nuts. Fortnite action.
I can't get this
Yeah.
freaking drop because the river keeps.
Oh, don't.
We went
Oh. That was nasty. Hang on. I have a tree sitting down here. She's trying to fix my stuff. What are you looking for? Oh, wait, no, that's balance. Oh, there it is. That's just a decibel drop. I can do that there. Yeah. So, got you. No, I can do
You
that.
have on-site tech support here?
Yeah, I have on-site tech support. Cedar is not only like the god mod, but she's who designed this whole layout for me for the podcast and all of my scenes normally, and does my on-site tech support because I'm stupid. So basically, not everybody has a Cedar stashed away, but I do, luckily, because that's the reason the stream runs the way it does. And now we're on to my man Tosca. How you doing, man?
I'm well. How are you guys?
I'm
Patiently waiting.
feeling.
So what you're not gonna see is some cracked ass gameplay like that. I didn't realize. Yeah, not even I couldn't even find a minute worth of clips. I know as terrible as that sounds, they'd be like 3-second clips, and I only have like 4 of them anyway. But I'm not
You're
cracked,
good.
man. I
You're
don't do that.
That's why I'm not specific when I ask you guys for these clips.
No, of course.
Because I like getting the little diversity. Some people like to just talk about their channel. Some people like to show some badass gameplay clips. It's different every time, so I like to see the difference in it. So Tosca, man, I don't even know how I found you. I think you it was you raided me. I had no idea who you were, and you raided me, and I was like, oh, this dude's raid is at least lit. I gotta check him out. Let me,
every time. I mean, your stream started out, and they came in swinging. And that's every raid, man. We come in that way.
Mm-hmm.
If I come in with 30-40 people, it's 30-40 active people in chat, and that's just how it rolls. And I'm super grateful for it.
That's
and
how
you were a
should
recommended streamer, and I tell the same thing to them. Like I go into a raid or a recommended streamer, and I all I do is say hello. How you treat that first initial hello, I get it. If you're in the middle of a fucking gunfight, I'm not gonna be like, you didn't say hello immediately. I get that.
Yeah.
And then you say hello, and I give you a fall, and it's a nice warm welcome. You're gonna get the raid. You're gonna get my people because you earned it. You know.
Yeah, you're not one of those people that are gonna. I think everybody for the most part has had a raid at some point in time where they raid them and they just sit there.
Sure.
And they like I had a dude not too long ago. I do random raids every once in a while where I pick a game and I go to the bottom of the list and I look for somebody like pushing for affiliate or something that's gonna mean something to somebody. And I'm like, I go in there and I sit there for a minute, and if I'm like feeling his vibe, I'm like, okay. But then I started doing what you were just talking about, that initial hello, and because if you're not really even active or showing any kind of excitement to have somebody new in your chat, okay, maybe I need to look at somebody else because
it's that sentiment of if I can trust you with the little, I can trust you with a lot. So if I can trust you with myself, that one person that you don't know that I'm sitting there loaded with 40 round magazine of people I'm ready to just fucking blast on you,
Yeah.
So if I can trust you with my one initial hello, then I can trust you with my entire group, and if you can respect me, then I'm sure you're going to respect my entire group because they're going to give the respect to you.
Exactly, and that's and I like that mentality even more so because I feel like we have the similar mentality with our communities. We got that kind of like Papa Bear mentality about our communities. Like I know how great my community is. You know how great your community is.
Now, dude.
So
man.
Basically, like when you have a great community like that, you're protective of them. So you're like, hey, I want to send them to somebody that they're gonna enjoy, send them to somebody that they're gonna appreciate and be able to spread that hype. Now, for me, some of my raids are not quite as crazy. I mean, everybody has those lesser raids, but that's just because I stay up and play games till fucking 1 o'clock in the morning on Pacific time. Ain't nobody awake. I get it. I understand. I tell my people, hey man, you guys got to go to bed, bro. Like, don't stay up just for me. I'm just doing this because if I'm gonna keep gaming, I'm not gonna stop streaming, man. I don't turn the camera off. I like looking at myself too damn much.
Sure.
But so I've only known you for a little bit, man, and we kind of bonded a little bit more even beyond the stream over a certain situation. Now I'm not going to get in depth about that situation because that's not what this is about.
Yeah,
but again, having that same kind of mentality kind of helped us come together in the background, so to speak, and be like, okay, this guy's seeing the same things I'm seeing. If he's seeing things the same way, maybe I should, give him another look and check it out even further. And then, like I said, every time I've been in your streams, man, it is fucking hype in there. And I love that vibe, man. I really do. So, and then moving into the, what I know about you, that's what I know is that every time I pop in your stream, I don't know what I'm going to get. And this time I'm not saying games. I don't know what I'm going to get with you at all. Because you and well, you'll see a little bit of it in parts of the clips here. But this man, you never know if he's going to be, just wailing on his little guitar or what the hell he's standing up on.
I don't even fucking know.
I love that, man.
Yeah, I have every stream nobody fucking knows.
Yeah.
And the day I get predictable and the day I'm done streaming, straight up.
I love that. I love that unpredictability and that you never know what you're going to get because that's even more endearing to people coming in. You're like, yo, is this man playing on a little toy guitar? I fucking love this shit. Let's go. This is lit. So, and when you have that community that hypes you up, it makes you do even crazier shit. Yeah. So believe me, I understand how it is. Sure. But if you want to get a little peek at Tosca, here it is right here, baby. Ooh. Yo, your editor.
The man, the myth,
the legend, that shit was lit.
The person who brought us all together, Tosca.
Welcome to my stream. My name's Toskamiri. I'm a full-time streamer. I'm wearing a hat. If you let me do this, I will do this.
I'm wearing a hat.
I'm proud of the quality of the. That was my YouTube intro. I'm proud of the quality that I've maintained with the same attitude that I had before I streamed, before my first stream, before I decided to stream. Is who I am and who I've
pop shove it, didn't land it.
We were drunk. We were drunk.
Tried the pop shove it on the chair. Nice.
Yeah. You started Team Tosca.
I want to try
at least.
I didn't mean to.
Here.
What are your future plans for it?
Take over the world. I want to fucking take over. The end result is exist in this shithole world and be known for being the fucking best and highest quality community that exists.
I love that. Being known for being the best.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's you have to have that mentality, and like I went a while back, and I actually caught a little slack from it. Was somebody asked me, I had an open forum kind of talk, and I was like, they're asking me, they're like, who's your favorite streamer? I'm like, it's me.
I saw your clip. I thought it was a great clip.
I was like, you have to have that, like, go in with that. I'm the fucking best because I make my content great. It's not that these other streamers aren't great too, but if you're not in love with what you're doing something wrong, man. So
absolutely.
Wanting to take it to the top, absolutely. I 100% feel that. All right. So now we'll move back into everybody. Hey.
Hello.
So we're gonna kind of toss it around the room here. A couple of these are just gonna be little short questions, because like I said, we kind of got the general vibe from you in the beginning and what I know about you and how I know you. Now I want the communities to get to know you as a person, because I think that's important too. Is yes, getting to know someone on stream and as a gamer, as a streamer, it is important. That's what brings you back. But also getting to know them as a person can be just as important, because if if there's something that you guys have in common, that might draw you to come back. So we'll just start out with some basic stuff. How old are you and where are you from?
Oh God, do I really want to give out my age? Just kidding. It's. Did everybody touch their nose, or is it just me?
Nobody did.
Oh, just me then. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm 26 and I'm from Northern California.
That was the nose goes. That was honestly just a reflex because I didn't even hear what you just said. I just saw somebody do this, so I immediately was like, nope.
Wow.
Wow. You ain't catching me. Wait, this is my podcast? Oh, fuck.
I did it too. But yeah, I was the first person that spoke.
Yep.
All right, Unsung, how about you, man?
I'm 26 also. And I live currently in SoCal.
Oh.
There you go. Tosca?
So I'm 28 and I don't live in California. What's up? Simi Valley. No, it's like I'm in Pittsburgh actually. I'm out east. I'm an east guy.
Oh wow.
So, but my girlfriend, Sad Girl 805, is from California. So
okay.
That has been to the county.
It's actually very odd that we have two people in Pacific time other than me in the podcast, because most of my friends are East Coast.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, so it's very difficult to connect with them for sure. So next part up is I want people to get to know what your hobbies are, what you like to do in your spare time. If you're not streaming, you're not working on content, what are you doing? Mikey, how about you?
What am I doing with my spare time? Well, what is spare time, first and foremost? I feel like I'm connecting like more with my family. That's really important to me. But I got back into playing my guitar again, actually. I used to play guitar when I was younger. Right after high school, I was gifted a really nice guitar by my parents, and I used to be super into playing. But as of recently, thank you, COVID, appreciate you. I've been starting to pick it up again. So that's been filling up my free time between work and streaming and all that good stuff.
I read chat for like half a second, and
you never pay attention to me, and
I do. I'm sorry. I just got distracted because I read one line and I was like, oh shit, because I read Cedar said double unsung, and normally she types in caps, she's trying to get my attention. So I saw double unsung, and I'm like, is he having double audio? And I was like, he hasn't really said anything. And then I looked at his screen, and I was like, oh, he has the podcast in the background. In the bottom right corner is all you can see, which is him.
I'm used to it, chat. Don't get me wrong. I'm used to him not paying attention to me, so it's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry, Mike.
You should be.
All right. Unsung, how about you, man? What are you doing? What do you like to do in your spare time? What are some of your hobbies?
I love photography. Specifically macro plant photography. It's kind of an amateur passion of mine, I would say. And like Mikey, I've picked up guitar again. Behind this red one that you can barely see is an acoustic, and I've been learning that off of a recommendation by my therapist. So I've been trying to relearn guitar. Daryl, I don't know if you remember Deployment, me and Taylor.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, right. So I want to get back to being able to do that stuff. So that's what I've been focusing on, is like relearning guitar and taking time to take some pictures during COVID.
Fair enough, man. Playing guitar and taking pictures, that's some Skills I wish I had. Fuck, man. Maybe I need to put some time in and just pick up a guitar and try it. I haven't tried since I was like 16, and I thought, just having a cheap little electric guitar was the coolest thing in the world. All right, Tosca, how about you?
Me? So crazy. I also too play the guitar. Just kidding. But no, I do play the guitar. I used to play the guitar a lot. I've had over 9 over my lifetime, one bass guitar, many amps, many pedals, a lot of equipment, and right now I own one dobro. It's a resonator, so I don't really, and it's in the basement. We brought it up the other day, and it's actually I have it up here, but I don't even take it out of the case, so I don't even play anymore. But other than that, like I don't even play. I literally don't play, but I have played for many years, probably since I was about 14, 15, and and then that's just all circumstantial because like it was just funny because they said that, but I don't play anymore. I don't do anything else, and like I'm not joking. Like I literally don't do anything else. I do this full time. Sad girl, she knows that I'm completely invested in this. I'm obsessed, to say the least. I'm working now, technically, and if I wouldn't be, then I'd be with my team. I'd be working on the team. I have different departments in the team itself. We have a marketing. We have the mods that are consistently working. The Discord is 700 people, so that itself, the Discord itself, is my baby. But there needs to be work outside to help the people inside the Discord. So I'm constantly working, always streaming, always networking, and just always increasing this. Like I usually have the blue screen. Like I was telling Mikey before we started, I destroyed my blue screen. I don't normally have this background. And it's just I had the lights, and I've had the lights before, and I threw them on the couch because I don't have a screen right now. But this is it, man. This is all I got. I'm very passionate about it. I'm obsessed with it. So
that's I love that word for it too. Is an obsession, because if you want to make it as a content creator, I feel like it almost has to be an obsession of yours. Because I echo the same. Outside of work and just being a dad and shit, like this is all I do. This and just gaming, because I've always been passionate about gaming. But yeah, definitely. So we've got some talented musicians here. So apparently everybody's just gonna be a band, and
yes, album coming soon.
I'm not allowed to sing though. Definitely not.
Just 3
I saw Cedar trying to.
Band.
Oh yeah, no, you don't want me to sing. It'll be the death of everyone's ears.
Yeah, I snowboard too.
Oh, you snowboard? Okay.
Yeah.
What can't you do, Tosca?
I grew up. Wait, what'd you say?
I said, what can't you do?
Oh, I grew up on a dairy farm, so like I had 2 options, like either become a redneck or like
Find
listen to
something
punk
else.
rock and do drugs. So I did both. So no, truly,
So I picked both.
Fair enough.
Truly, I'm very backwoods, and I'm also 6 years Army too. So I was military police for 6 years.
Nice.
And I got out 2 years ago. So I've been out for
That's something I actually didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dyed my hair, painted my fingers, got a nose ring, cut my eyebrow hair. Like
You went rogue.
could never grow a beard, so it doesn't matter. But yeah,
Hey, I feel you. I'm 30 years old and I still can't grow a beard, right? So
Yeah.
so Unsung just embarrasses me down there with that. Absolutely.
okay, I can't
sculpted-
either.
Hey, man.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
BD214
No,
gang,
Mikey.
that's right.
Yo, low key, Mikey might be able to grow a better beard than Durlith.
Probably. Like honestly,
Actually, probably.
you guys saw how shitty that mustache was. I mean, that's
Oh,
about as good as it's gonna get.
I remember deployment Durlith stash.
You remember the original stash, man. That thing was dirty.
I can
Like
hear Cedar
six
say,
hairs
no, thank you.
spread across the
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, she's gagging. So next up, what outside of streaming gaming, what accomplishment are you guys most proud of?
Oh, boy.
What?
It could be personal, it could be work, it could be just I learned to play guitar. That could be your biggest accomplishment. Whatever, something you're proud that you've done.
Surviving property management. I'm very proud of myself for being a property manager for almost 3 years and having survived it without any serious mental health issues.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That was the most trying 3 years of my life. So to get out of it and still be composed as a person and not have a total disdain for the world, I'm proud of myself.
Good. Okay. Unsung, how about you?
I was an extra. I was background on the movie Tenet, and that was dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been
What's Tenet?
meaning.
I don't know that movie.
It's a trippy movie, but it's so good.
It's Christopher Nolan's most recent movie. If you're unfamiliar with him, he did the Dark Knight series, the Batman movies, Inception,
Yep.
Memento.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I've been wanting to see that movie because I saw your pictures from the set and I was like, oh my god, dude, he's really like. Because I've known you for a while, so I've known you were an aspiring actor, and I'd actually talked to you about it because I think you had gone to one of the open tryouts or open auditions for Hawaii 5-0 while we were out there. Because I remember I had told you I had kind of wanted to do the same thing, except for I dragged my feet and never did it. Yeah. So
Cool.
so
That's
when I
really
saw
cool.
that, I was like, yo, that's so badass, man.
It was a cool experience for sure. I think that's the coolest acting thing I've done yet.
That's really
Tosca,
cool.
what about you, man?
I said it before really graphically, but this time I'll keep it PG, more PG. I had a kid, so I know, like I didn't go into details of it, but like I just did, I explained the act. But yeah, I have a little boy. He's 4. He pops in the stream all the time. He fucking loves this stuff. He's into YouTube as it is now, so he doesn't really get the streaming thing. But when he comes up and he gets part of it, the chat goes crazy. They love it.
Yep.
But yeah, hands down. Like I mean, you're a father, you get it. Like hands down, the best. If I said anything other, then I may be genuinely saying that that I'm happy about it. But end of the day, it's always going to be him. So.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's crazy that we actually have little boys the same age too. Because
Oh, really?
yeah, my little 4-year-old just he came in here just a little bit ago because we told him we had to talk with him beforehand. We're like, go see mommy if you or Cedar, if for those of you that don't know, go see mommy if you need anything while daddy's streaming. And then he literally just was like, nah, and he just snuck by her in here because he wanted to tell me something about something that happened on his show that he's watching right now. So no, I completely understand, and chat always gets hype when the little one pops on. It's also really cool. I brought my
if you don't exploit him, then what are you doing? Like
I mean, I've brought him on. I wouldn't say exploit, but yeah,
I would.
I've come and sat him on, and because he always, when he sees me gaming and stuff, he wants to play, but he doesn't he's not interested in any of the games I'm playing, obviously. Okay. But he's super big into Pokemon. I just don't have a Nintendo or anything anymore, so I had him come on. Yeah,
because if I don't do it now, it's never gonna get out of my system. What's up, motherfuckers? Sup, you motherfucking go, bitch!
Oh,
Moon in the fucking house,
Moonier.
Moonier. You fucking bitch.
Moonchild.
What's up, bitch?
Yolt's,
all right, I got it
Yolt's
out. Thank
Moonchild.
you.
You're good, man.
It was like festering. I could feel it.
I do that too whenever I happen to glance over and see his name too. I always ask this question. I've asked it every podcast, but I need a stance. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Not my favorite thing.
So it's a no. Okay. Unsung?
I'll literally eat ass off pizza. Like I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, I'll fucking eat
That
anything.
escalated quickly.
Straight up eat anything.
Bro, when I was living in the barracks, that was my order from Domino's on speed dial, bro. Yo, can I get the Hawaiian pineapple
but
and
for real
ham?
though, Domino's though, like Domino's East Coast at least, the shittiest pineapple. If you're gonna put pineapple, put the fucking fattest piece of pineapple on it. Don't put the little skinny dried out piece.
That part's fair.
Or banana, or banana with the peel,
Banana with the peel on the pizza. I feel like we're getting into like Mr. Deeds territory on this. Like it's pepperoni and gumball. Nice combo, Deeds.
Oh yeah. What do you eat?
Shit.
Ketchup. All right, get the kids some ketchup.
So, and one last thing that I always ask, I try to always ask at least, is favorite movie or TV series right now. Not necessarily all time. I'm not asking you to pick your brain, but just something you've watched recently that you really like.
The Boys, hands down.
The Boys?
Okay. The Boys.
Still haven't watched that one yet.
Yeah, I highly suggest it. like I'm not a Marvel guy. I don't like the Marvel shit. So if you
Yikes.
if yeah, like I don't like superheroes. My kid loves them. I just can't get into it. So because it's anti-hero, you know, it's like
Mhm.
it's a superhero, not a superhero movie. I was like, all right, I'm all about it. And the guy says cunt like every other second, so I'm into it. You know, it's not fucking Captain America like kid shit.
Watch your language.
Exactly.
Captain America. Okay, Mikey,
Um,
Unsung.
I mean, I watch Grey's Anatomy religiously. I know Cedar's gonna be like, but you haven't watched it recently. True. I need to catch up before I get called out. I need to catch up. But the TV series that I actually go back to all the time and will always be my favorite is Friends. Hands
Friends.
down, for the rest of my life on this earth, Friends will be my favorite TV show.
Fair enough. I'm a big Friends fan myself.
Yeah.
But
now, if you
I
try to
completely
say any other TV show is better than Friends, we're not going to talk. We're just not going to have that
Isn't
conversation.
Seinfeld the best TV show ever?
What
by
did I just
definition?
say?
his
Seinfeld.
camp
I'm-
feed just instantly cuts
I-
out.
I'm
Right?
saying analytically, I'm pretty sure that's the best show that was ever existed. I don't like it, but I'm
I
pretty sure.
I fucking hated Seinfeld so much.
I
No,
never watched
thank
it.
you.
Yeah, I thought it was old. I'm too old and boring. It's too old and boring. Sorry, Unsung. Good.
No, you're good. I mean, I always go back to either Scrubs or The Office. That's like when I have downtime. That's what I watch. The wife and I are watching Dexter right now, and that shit is so good.
That's new,
Dexter's
right?
good
Like
too.
the newest one. It just came
No,
out?
Dexter's. I mean, it's gonna come out. Like, there's a
Okay,
new
Yeah, I
thing,
wasn't sure
but
if it already came out or not.
yeah, that TV show. Favorite movie though, right now.
I really thought
No.
you were just gonna pop on and it'd just be like the movie I was just in. That's
Yeah, right.
that is
No. Dude, I watched that.
My
I
movie.
mean,
My movie.
I was confused the whole time. I'm in it. I'm in that,
Yeah.
and I was confused.
That was the first movie we watched post COVID. Like when my mom and I went out to Boise, the theater was open, and so we're like, "What's Tenet?" And I tried to watch the trailer, and I was like, "What? This is so confusing. I need to actually watch the movie." We walked out of the theater, and I looked at my mom. And was like, "Did you understand any of that?" She goes, "No, did you?" And I'm like,
No.
no." All I know is that it looked good. It was a lot of action, but I am royally confused.
Wasn't it just so loud too?
Oh yeah, I was like, I started plugging my ears. I have sensitive hearing anyway, so when the fighting started, I was plugging my ears, and I didn't know what was going on. I was overstimulated, I guess, and also I hadn't been in a movie theater in like 6 to 7 months, so
Yeah, I was the same way.
I'm like half deaf, so like it wouldn't.
You would've been
It's
fine.
a hit or
No,
miss.
Yo, I'm
I was
telling
in
you,
for 6 years.
I also have hearing loss,
Well, yeah.
and it was still loud.
all military. We're like, I don't know. I can't.
Everybody
wear
that's been in the
fucking-
military is like, I can't hear shit.
I wear
I'm
a
over
beanie
here
and
like,
a
I have
hoodie,
sensitive
and I have my
hearing.
shit cranked. They're like, how can you hear? I'm like, it's all the way up. Trust me, I can hear it.
Yeah, it's
That's the only
there.
way I'd be able to hear it. But
Yeah.
anyway, the Office. I had never seen it until I met the sad girl a year ago. I knew of it. I've seen the like YouTube like compilations because they're funnier when it's all mashed together, like the best pranks and shit. And I thought it was funny, but she got me hooked on it, and we've seen. I think we're on the second roll of rewatching it, and I think like I'm a fucking aficionado now. Like I know it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know
That became me and Cedar's show to just kind of like. I
Pop
feel
on
like a
over
lot
it.
of a lot of people have that show that you put on right before you go to bed that you're like you
Yep.
really know you shouldn't put this shit on because you're gonna end up getting sucked into it,
Yeah.
keep you
That's
up.
Friends.
That's the Office for us
Yes,
for
dude.
fucking I don't know, probably about 5 or 6 rolls through it, and then she's just like, all right, let's switch to like Parks and Rec or Family Guy or something that we're not going to get as sucked into as we do with The Office. But
All right.
Yeah,
so
I
Mikey,
try to do that, but then I
you've
go
seen
back
The
to
Office,
Friends.
right?
Huh?
You've seen The Office, right, Mikey?
Yes, correct.
All right. So a good question is, who do you think you represent the most? Like, who do you think is you, and then who do you think other people would think is you?
oh,
From
I
The
like this. I like this.
That's a good question. That's gonna make me think. I feel like I am like Jim a lot just because
Okay.
of my temperament and how I interact with people. I think other people would probably see me as either Jim or Pam.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Someone's gonna come back with Dwight, and then we're just not gonna be friends anymore.
Let's go raid time, baby.
He's gonna play
Raid.
guitar.
Let's go.
While he's hitting some air guitar, Unsung, what do you think about who would you be? I'm curious now that we've brought this up.
I'm definitely Jim. I'm like a mix of Jim and oh god, I don't even know. Probably like Oscar.
That's fair. Like Oscar's level-headed, but like
Yeah,
intelligent.
Oscar's
like,
dope. Yeah.
Like everybody immediately like I don't know why, but they throw this flag like as soon as somebody brings up Oscar, like oh gay, and I'm like no, dude, like he's intelligent and he's like he has all these things going for him. It's just that's the thing that everybody goes to because that's his, like that's what they pick on.
He also has to like sit there and like watch the office just crumble around him, and he's just an observer. Like
Sure.
Okay.
But also like an instigator too. Like I
Oh,
could
yeah.
feel like I feel like you're super level headed. Like I think the Oscar and the Jim thing's perfect because you do seem meticulous and because he's in fucking analysis, right? Like data analysis, whatever he does. Like I said, I fucking oh yeah, I know the office now. Whatever the fuck his thing is. And then Jim also is like he still fucks around. And I in the short time that I've known you, in the 52 minutes that I've known you, Sagro asked, "Who am I?" I would say Creed and Michael.
I can see Creed. I can
Throwing
see
monkeys
Creed.
Yeah,
in the
because he's
desk.
a fucking weirdo, dude.
He
Oh
just
my
he
God.
does some random shit and you never know what's gonna come out of his mouth.
Yeah, dude. And then
like,
also,
Beautiful.
also Michael, because he's a like he gives a fuck so much, but like
That
wrong.
it's almost yeah.
he does it wrong though. So yeah, definitely Michael and Creed is me all like to a T. I know for a fact. Like Debbie would definitely agree.
See, I feel like a lot of people would get Jim vibes from me, but I feel like I'm a combo of like the weirdest two people. Like I'm a combo of Oscar and Kevin. Like
Hi,
Kevin.
Kevin.
anytime I have like no sleep, at least for 5-6 hours out of the day, I am Kevin. Like my brain barely functions and I just snack a lot. And then I don't think I've ever taken a bite out of a candy bar without going, oh yeah.
Dude, my
that's-
favorite thing with
it's
Kevin
funny.
is whenever Holly thought he was slow. Dude, like every single time, it's literally my my favorite moment when she's like, "You could you're gonna go to the grocery store by yourself." He's like, "Yeah." My favorite fucking thing.
I see Cedar's favorite part in there. Why say lot word when few word do trick?
Yes, dude. Fuck yes.
That's
That
me.
is you.
That's
That is
me
you.
definitely because I fuck with these guys. Like even when I'm wide awake, I fuck with these guys. Like I'll sit here and I won't. I'll intentionally like say words like completely fucked up and backwards. Like I already can't speak English. I speak in cursive. But
Yep.
but like I'll say like it started with the fresh avocado free shavakadu thing. And then I said do a vodka fresh one day, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And my brain can just jumble words like that on the spot, and they're like, "How do you do that?" And I was like,
I always say that the fact that you could say it backwards so quickly is scary. But see, now that I've hung out with you so much, my mind just autocorrects it, and I can still carry on the conversation with you like nothing ever
That's awesome.
happened.
"See, I'm like the anti-dyslexia of the world. Like you know, like people can come in
True.
here and like I can if you hang out with me long enough, your brain will just like auto scramble stuff, like unscramble it, and it'll make sense." So
Reverse,
now-
reverse, I call it.
the reverse. So we kind of talked a little bit about you guys personally, but now I want to get into the gaming streaming realm before we get into our topic of the day, just real quickly. So, quick question around the room: how long have you been streaming, Mikey?
Almost a year, actually. That's crazy. I had to think about it for a second. Yeah, almost a year. I was streaming without a webcam for a good while, but yeah, feels like an eon. But
Me too. Unsung, how about you?
I've been streaming since 2018, 2017 or 2018. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like 2 years ago, for sure. 2 years for sure.
yeah. I was gonna say I feel like we got our start around the same time, like at least close, because mine was 2018, a little over 2 years. So, Tosca, how about you?
Started streaming in this isn't the Brady Bunch. I know. I'm looking at the squares when you guys talk.
me too.
I've been streaming since May this year, so six months now. Like yeah. The 15th would be 6 months, right?
Wow.
May, June,
Nice.
whatever. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yep.
Although now that you said the Brady Bunch Squares thing, I went to like look. It made me feel really awkward to like look down, like for me, like looking down basically at my pants, and now I'm looking down at Tosca. I'm like,
hey, Tosca.
this is hey Tosca, how you doing down
Is
there?
that weird?
It got a little weird. It wouldn't be my stream if things were like completely fucking
Fuck yeah,
normal.
dude.
True.
All right, so everybody kind of has their own for this one. What like we all play games at least to some degree. What got you into gaming? Whether it's a game specifically, a person, like there's something that stands out in your head as what got you into gaming specifically. So let's hear what you got, Mikey.
So I got into gaming when I was about 13 years old. We had a game store called Funko Land in my town. It's no longer with us.
Land.
But my mom was very anti-video games, but because I had saved up my money for chores, I decided to buy myself the Thick Boy PS2. And the game that I was gunning for, thick with triple C's, if you will. I got the Thick Boy PS2 and I got Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, and that was my it was such a good game. It was like the game that I couldn't put down. I had beaten it about 3 weeks after getting it, playing it when my parents were asleep, and that's the only game that I've consistently beat time over time, and it's my favorite game. Like, I'm so excited that they have a Ratchet and Clank game coming out for PS5, if I can get my hands on a PS5, but we're not going to talk about
it. That's a whole nother podcast.
'Cause I'll cry.
PS5 issues. Unsung, how about you, man?
I mean, it started when I was really young. My sister had the gray and purple Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I would play that, and then I got into one of my favorite games of all time on the N64 was Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Hell yeah.
And I played that so much but it was at my friend's house. I didn't have it because I couldn't play that shit at my house.
Yeah, I was the same
I would
way
just
with
go
that
over to his house and play it all the time. So I think that's definitely my like intro to loving video games.
Fair enough. Tosca,
First game I played, my sister, she's 5 and a half years older than me. She had the Sega Genesis, so like we would fuck around with like Aladdin and Lion King and all that stuff. So sure I played then. And then it turned into the Nintendo, then it turned into PlayStation, and then it turned into the she had the Xbox, I had the PlayStation. And then I went into I went over to my friend's house, and so like all the PlayStation 2 games, everything, like anything you can think of PlayStation 2 I played. And then I went over to my friend's house, and the Xbox 360 came out. He had it and was playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare online. So we had the shitty little fucking Xbox headset.
Yeah.
And it was so different, and I didn't understand it. And I grabbed the controller, started playing, and then the guy was like, "Go fuck yourself. I fucked your mom because you're gay." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's weird." And then I was like, "Oh, I can talk shit back. This is really fun." So immediately that day, I was like, "Mom, I want to get the Xbox 360 for Christmas." And right then and there, when I realized I could talk to people, because I didn't play PC, like I didn't grow up with a PC, and I didn't have, all the like CS:GO and shit like that, like the games that were already online and you had a mic for, I didn't know existed.
Same.
So when I had a console and I could play online and not just sit there and talk to myself and play fucking whatever GTA 3, I was like, I'm introduced to this world of online shit, and like I became obsessed and meeting people from the UK and having actual friends from the UK and learning more shit and new things, and meeting people from the West Coast and shit like that. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So like hands down, Call of Duty 4 was my pinnacle of gaming life, but I played forever since then. Like, I mean, everything in between.
I actually was even thinking back to that exact moment, the Call of Duty. For me, I was in college when I first played that, in my buddy's dorm, and all I remember, like, this is my fondest memory. So like I was gonna do it when I first started playing Cold War, playing on the multiplayer. I was gonna be blasting A Day to Remember. Actually, the album in particular was For Those Who Have Heart. The re-release had just come out, I think, right at that time. So just in his dorm, we would just be blasting that shit and just, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, fucked your mom, all this bullshit. Yeah, no, like that was all you heard from our dorm room the entire time until someone came in and would like hijack my laptop, face my speakers out the window, and blast like.
I can't remember his name right now, but he was Reno 911. He had the roller skates, and he has a joke, and he talks about his friends would come over to like he would be on the upstairs, and what the fuck is his name? I can't remember, but he would be like I'm gonna fuck you. Like fuck you. No, I'm gonna fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, yeah, he's inside me. All this stuff, and then he came down. He would come downstairs like all sweat and bothered and stuff. I'm butchering his whole bit, but he would be like, his neighbor's like, what's going on up there? He's like, oh, we're just playing video games. And like, oh, thank God, I thought you were shooting hardcore gay porn. And and
Oh my
now
gosh.
to this day there are TikToks about that, and it's so fucking funny. Like.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
say that in any other like realm outside of like the gaming streaming realm, people would be like, "What the fuck?" Would
Yeah.
they? But everybody you say that in this, they're like, "Yep, I totally understand."
Oh yeah,
Yep.
totally get it.
Mhm.
Oh, get fucking raped, get fucking raped.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm gonna fuck you, and then yeah, he'd come down all sweaty and shit. Yeah.
So probably my one of my most controversial questions I ask is favorite game of all time, and we kind of talked a little bit about it.
Yeah.
So, Mikey, you said yours was Ratchet and Clank, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite of all time. I would say a close runner up is Super Mario Sunshine.
Okay. I didn't actually know that one at all. So
Really?
Super
I
Mario
thought I've
Sunshine.
talked about it.
That's a
I mean,
good game.
we haven't talked
Yeah.
much Nintendo just because none of us play Nintendo.
Right, because we're always playing Apex or a shooter of sorts. Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine was my first game that I had on GameCube. My dad tried to get me a GameCube to see if I was interested, and that was a game that I really enjoyed. But Ratchet and Clank by far.
Okay. Unsung, how
Like
about you?
God, that's
know-
a hard question, man.
I know it's a hard question.
Wow. I mean, I think. Damn, that really is a toss up. Probably. What? BioShock Infinite.
Second time I've gotten BioShock in here. I've still
That's a
never
good one.
played the series.
Yeah, the Infinite is like, I finished the game and at the end, I was just sitting there, mouth agape, crying. It was so
Yeah.
emotional and powerful, and it was a
Did
great
you-
story.
Did you have your ugly crying like going on like full like snot coming out of your nose, like everything like that?
No, there were tears going down my face, man.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah, it was the-
cried during a game, but all October I only played scary games, and I never thought I'd be that emotional. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I was terrified. Like I told Chad, I was like, my heart can't take this. Like I am. Like it didn't help with the sound alerts and shit that they would do too, but like
Yeah.
legitimately at the end of the month I was like I cannot do this ever again. Like it was horrible. But again, like what defined me as a gamer and the things that I spent the most time on were shooter games. So I tasted Halo a little bit of ODST. I put a lot of time into ODST, a little bit of Halo 3. But for
Great game.
sure, Call of Duty, 100% Call of Duty. I am unfortunately the fucking tool bag Call of Duty player to a T.
I mean, there's nothing
It's
wrong
okay.
with that because I think we all try to hide that we played the shit out of that game. Like when a lot of people try to brand themselves as a gamer, they have to feel like they're sophisticated and say something different. But like, I feel like a lot of us really were like, Modern Warfare was like one of the big games that really got us into gaming because that was really the first game that like you really grinded online like hardcore. Like,
Oh, yeah, man.
Hey, you can throw Halo into that mix too, but
I
yeah,
put
it was.
a lot of hours into it. A lot. And
Yeah,
I mean,
I have, like,
even Halo was the like the local play thing that I
Mhm.
didn't know existed. These guys in my high school, because it was such a small town that we went from 7th to 12th. So as a middle schooler, but in the high school, like the high schooler kids would have their local play, and it was all like they'd bring over 4 or 5 Xboxes and play this Halo concept that obviously I wasn't part of. I was too young, but
Yeah, I'll never forget. I had something like that. Like, I'd have my friends, stay the night at my dad's house, and like, literally every TV in the house, they'd go to bed and they'd just be like, "Oh, you guys do whatever." And literally every TV in the house would be brought into my room, and we'd have like cardboard dividers and shit.
Yep.
Yes.
Like that was like, I don't know, my favorite era of gaming, honestly. But that's just from nostalgia standpoint. Okay.
I was cutting off Unsung. He was about to say something about Halo itself.
No, I was just gonna. You mentioned Call of Duty, and that is the game that got me to play games with friends.
Sure.
Because before, obviously, you just like Xbox Live didn't really exist, and then when Modern Warfare 2 came out, that's the game that I consistently played with friends every single day, every night. And then like by the end of its time for me, I had like over 100 days worth of playtime.
For sure.
Right.
So, I get
MW3.
the-
Yeah, that was mine. Mine was MW3, and I actually started playing with my cousins because they're like, "Oh, we could do survival mode. You can get used to the game," and then they just opened the floodgates for me because
Yeah.
now I don't like playing games by myself. I have a hard time with that.
In high school, we would leave and on COD 4, like Modern Warfare, the Modern Warfare. We would back when you could do this, we would have 6 people in one lobby, and all like we would literally get off the bus straight into the house, start playing the game,
Mm-hmm.
and we would have 6 people on one team, and then the other team would have 6, and we would load the lobby, and then we would join in. So now it's like it would turn into the BMX, motocross, snowboard people versus like the fucking top tier like quote unquote nerd kids that like played the games and shit, and we would just talk shit to each other on whatever it was, and and legitimately would never leave the lobby for fucking hours, dude, and
Yeah.
it was all week. It was so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's I can't get sucked down this rabbit hole, man. 'Cause I'll talk about
I know
it
we
all
got to
fucking
change
time, man.
subjects, or else we're just gonna be stuck on this the entire time, which is fine. But
So one other thing I like to bring up too is just what's your favorite game you have in rotation right now? Just because I want people to be able to be like, okay, I'm popping into Mikey's stream. What am I gonna expect to see her playing? What am I what kind of pro plays am I gonna see on what game?
oh gosh, Apex. That's easy.
B is still for backpack.
Yes, even though I haven't been very backpacky as of late, Apex is the game that I'm always defaulting to because there's just like a comfortability in that game, probably because I've been playing it nonstop since it came out. Um, that and I mean, I like playing zombies too, and now that Cold War's been released, like those are the 2 games that are going to be in rotation for now, unless I can, pull away and maybe play like a single player game. I just like shooters. I've always liked first person shooters. I've been playing zombies for 10 years. So, yeah. But Apex will take the top slot for sure.
Unsung, how about you?
I mean, like right when I started streaming, it was Overwatch, but
Good game.
I have a couple hundred hours in that game. But I got real bored of it, and I, like Mikey was saying, I picked up Apex, and then I kind of have been getting tired of shooters as of lately. And so right now the game is WoW for me. I've been streaming WoW recently, and it's really relaxing.
Yeah. Another guy we had on the podcast, the first one was Instigator, and he's been streaming, like he used to play just shooters all the time, and then now he's been streaming WoW religiously, and that's all he keeps saying too is how relaxing it is to stream WoW.
Yeah, man. I was playing Valorant for like right when I came out in beta, and then throughout because I really wanted to grind that and get really good at it, but then it's been plagued with cheaters and smurfs, and the experience has been ruined. And so my friend group were like, God, what do we want to play? And I was like, do you guys want to play WoW?
Just throwing it out there.
There you go.
We have a guy in my Discord that is ranked like I cannot remember if it was 3,000 or 300, but he's super high ranked in WoW. So if you ever want to link with him and pick his brain or play with him even, his name's Revenant Gaming. Really genuine guy, really nice guy to talk to and get along with. But that's all I know about WoW. But yeah, my right now rotation COD. I mean the Cold War. I went into before I started streaming back in May. December 2019. I went into what the fuck is it? Like a GameStop, but not GameStop, and I didn't have online. I didn't have Wi-Fi. I had just moved, and I was like, I'm fucking bored in the house bored. And I was like, I want a new game. And the guy goes, well, I don't know. And the guy didn't fucking know anything. And he was like, well, try Far Cry. And I was like, okay. Like, I was like, I want a storyline because I had played Fallout
Mhm.
before and I enjoyed it. And I was like, I want something like that, but not like it at all. And he's like, I can't help you because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I was like, I understand. And he suggested Far Cry 3. And from Far Cry 3, I had beat it in like 2 days. I
Mhm.
had played so many hours back to back. And from there, my love of Far Cry, the storylines, the concepts, it's very redundant, but I like that redundancy because I know what I'm gonna get every time. It's just a new story. And in the beginning of my streaming career, I'm sitting at like around 40 average, but back then when it was like I had tens and eights and tens on Call of Duty, I would get on Far Cry and run the shit out of it. And I was sitting at 15. I was like, this is great for me. So it was a really successful game for my stream, but I also really genuinely enjoy it. So I've played all of them. I'm waiting for Far Cry 6. I bought all the fucking little DLCs and all that stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, I really enjoy it. Far Cry Primal was the only one I haven't played.
That one's
Primal,
okay.
Primal looked too different, too weird to me. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't
but
super
I'll fucking
jazzed.
try it. If you're saying you like it, I'll definitely give it a go.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, honestly, Far Cry is up there in one of my top, or Far Cry 5 is actually one of my top 5
Such a
or
good
top
Yes.
favorite games of all
Did you
time.
see the Mars one? I just
Yes.
downloaded the
Yes.
Mars thing.
Mhm.
Have you guys played it?
I
Is it
played a
worth
little
it?
bit. It's
I haven't
good.
played
It's
it.
fun for sure. Far Cry 5
Okay.
was a good time, and then New Dawn because it's so
New Dawn was great
colorful.
too.
Yeah.
I love color.
And people
So
are like,
getting
"Oh,
that
New Dawn's fucking. It's just the same game with a
color
flavor to it." And I was like, "But it's
and
not at all."
The
Like,
only
yeah,
the only thing I had against New Dawn was it felt too short. It
yeah,
felt too
yeah.
short.
well,
I fucking
yeah.
beat. Yeah. For streaming as well too. I was like, "What the
Oh
fuck?
yeah,
It's over."
it was like we were playing it and it was over instantly.
Yeah,
But yeah, definitely Far Cry and Fallout are the games that like if I stream something, single player type games, those are the
for
games
sure.
you can expect to see from me because I love those. The stories are just so great and there's just such beautifully built games too.
Puzzle Me
Mhm.
Panda is part of the community, and I had met her while she started playing that game, and I was like, I'm in 4 right now. As soon as I play 4, I'm gonna play 5, and obviously like linear, like I'm playing through them, and she got me fucking obsessed with it. So I played that out right after, and now the Mars thing is next, and also Far Cry 5 is a fucking co-op too. So if you guys, I'm
Mhm.
definitely gonna play back to it. So if you guys want to come to my stream and check it out, I'm talking to chat. I had started Far Cry 3 on the 360, and
Mhm.
so I'll play that. And if you guys in the call right now wanna join me on Far Cry 5, I'd be absolutely down.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
so much fun. I'll re-download. I was itching to play it last weekend because it was kind of a slow weekend for me.
Yeah,
And there's just something about Far Cry that's like peaceful. I know we talked about peaceful with
yeah,
other
yeah,
games, but like Far Cry is super peaceful for me, even though there can be a lot going on. There's just the thought process behind the game itself is
for
just
sure.
it's very well done. Very well done.
Yeah. I don't actually I've never played it on PC, but I've actually been really heavily considering just paying the full price for the game even years
Do
and
it.
years after the
Oh yeah,
release.
Mikey,
because-
what do you play on?
I have it on PC, but I have the most progress on PS4.
You have the most progress?
Yeah,
So
so
you do have it on PS4, Far
I
Cry
do
5.
have it on PS4.
Okay, good,
Yes.
good, perfect.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Ellie. Oh my gosh, my
So-
dog wants a cameo. Hello. What are you doing? Hi, baby.
So my last question before we get into the topic of the day, it's again a question I ask everybody. It's I feel like as streamers we all kind of take bits and pieces, and I always recommend newer streamers do this. Take bits and pieces from other streamers you watch that you enjoy, things that they do well, things they do right. Take that into consideration, make it your own, and implement it into your stream. So I want to ask you guys, who's a streamer that you've kind of modeled yourself after? Maybe not modeled yourself after, but taking something important away from and tried to bring that into your stream as your own.
Loaded question. I well, because I'm thinking, so like as far as play style is concerned, like with how they interact, like as they're actually playing, but also like with their chat. Um, I know this is gonna sound so stupid, and people are gonna give me crap for it, but Lulu Lovely.
I knew you were going to say Lulu.
I know, and that's why I was like, gosh darn, I'm gonna get so much crap for this. I'm a fangirl. Yes, I've been sub to her for a year now, but when I first started watching her, I was kind of taken aback that not only is it a female streamer who's doing it full time, but how often she was looking off her screen to her chat. She might not always be saying something about like what she sees in her chat, but she will have full on conversations with people while also just clapping cheeks in freaking Apex. Like she's crazy. Um, but I also like, on the slightly smaller streamer, I hate saying smaller streamer now, but on the smaller scale, I guess I really appreciate Golden Diver, Goldine. He is so in tune with his chat. Chat is like one of the biggest things for me, so I can appreciate how in tune with chat he is, and I really try to emulate that in my own streams. Is constantly being engaging while also bopping in any game.
Imagine
So.
the man with the sword in the chat.
Right, Goldine, Goldine.
Unsung, how about you? Who's someone you take something from?
Man, I mean, I want to say
it could also even just be like a vibe. It doesn't have to be something aesthetic or something specific. It could just be a general vibe.
I think I really got my want to start streaming from like Doc and like Tim.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely am pretty sure there are, they've melted into my brain and kind of given me inspiration on how to act and how to present myself. But I think other than that, like you said, I've kind of taken what I like about other streamers and probably more so what I don't like about other streamers and implemented them and improved my own stream that way. But I would say I think my biggest influences are probably like Tim and Doc, just their attitude and their presence.
Totally.
I can
understand that. This can be super long-winded, but I was a personal trainer for a long time, and as a personal trainer, I never watched other trainers train online or whatever, because I never wanted to become them. I always wanted to have my own style of training, and I flourished that way. I was very successful as a trainer, and I did that on purpose. Now, as a streamer, though, how I got started streaming was I had to re-download Twitch. I knew of Twitch. I had a Twitch. I did it for some friends that were streaming, but it was inconsistent. But I re-downloaded it because I didn't get the information that I needed from a YouTube video that I wanted. It was a new obscure game that nobody really had the information. So I was like, oh yeah, Twitch. I can do that. So I went to Twitch and I watched that one streamer. And again, it was a smaller streamer. I know you don't like that term, but an undiscovered streamer essentially. And because I knew that if I went to someone big, that I would never be able to have the conversation. So that being said, I don't watch big streamers, and I never. I knew of Doc and I knew of Tfue and Ninja because they just exist, and you know of them, but I never watched them. I didn't care for it. So the streamers that I do watch now are all in my community, or someone like you, Sweetie, like someone that I've seen just in passing, right? If you're on my followers list, I check you out. But even though I do this full time, I don't have the time in the day to watch every single person. So
yeah,
in my community essentially. But back on the concept of personal training, I don't watch other streamers because I don't want to become them. Not that I'm afraid that I'm going to become them, but I don't want to ever mirror anything, even if it's good or bad. I am just myself, and I know that sounds vain. But going back to like being your favorite streamer, like I am my fucking favorite streamer, and I will only become myself. And back on what Unsung said, just to hit a point on that, I made a post a while back, and it was thank you for the support that I've been given, and thank you for the shitbags that taught me what not to do. And Sweetie, like who I'm talking about specifically.
Yes, I do.
And it's perfect. Like I have no regrets in life, because if I can learn from that situation, then I'm gonna learn from that. And if I can take a good thing or a bad thing, even in sales, I was in sales for a long time too. So, in personal training is technically sales. So I would take what a salesperson did and then modify it to my own, use my own words, my own style, my own approach. And that's been me since the fucking dawn of time, since the beginning. I've always adapted and overcome. You know, like we know that phrase. So for sure, the shit bags are so appreciated. Thank you so much for being
Totally.
the
Yes.
worst people. So I know what not to do.
Actually,
Totally.
I was in sales for a long time before the military, and yeah, it's. I actually feel like I learned more in sales from watching what not to do because I was like,
Yeah.
this guy sucks. Like, how does he
Yep.
sell anything?
Yep.
So that was my thing. Is like, I'm gonna take this, make it my own, and I'll be able to sell, fucking ice to an Eskimo or whatever the fucking phrase,
Yeah.
however it goes. But yeah, that was always my mentality. But I like that approach though. That I don't watch anyone else because I want to
Not on
be my
purpose.
own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not on
yeah.
purpose, but it's just like inertly, it may be on purpose, but it just is what it is. Wreck all the things, the man he's in here now, and that was the dude that did the editing. So if you guys are looking for high quality shit, you can't have him because he's mine.
Touche.
Well, yeah, that was one of the other things I wanted to touch on there. Hang on, buddy. Go. You can fix it on your own. I promise. You have the remote in your hands. I know you know how to use it. You do it every day. But he, I don't know why I said he. Dang it! I just had a reset on my brain. Damn it! There was something you said, and now child walks in, and I'm like, he's cute. So I had to pay attention to him. But yeah, like I really do appreciate that mentality though that you're just you're you, and you don't want to take anything good or bad from somebody else. It's just that's what it was, the smaller streamer thing. I mostly watch smaller streamers. I'll tune into like Nick Mercs here and there just because like I want to know what guns popping off in Warzone, like which guns to use. But that's because also like I really connect with Nick Mercs' like general vibe, how he acts. But
COD tool bag, you love it.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I was a frat boy tool bag half my life, so I mean, believe me, I know. But it's one of those things that it's not a knock to bigger streamers. It's just like you said originally, I want to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And if I pop into somebody's chat,
it's real support too. You know, you can be one of the 20,000, or you can be one of the 10, and the impact of that one of the 10 is phenomenal. You know,
yeah. And the only partner that I watch with any kind of consistency is someone that I've been with since before she made partner, and that was Sweet Tails. I started following her when she was averaging like 50, and her growth has been absolutely insane. But she puts all kinds of time and effort, and she's definitely a person I think of when I think of an original, because there's not a lot of people out there that are just like showcases their total personality and fuck what everybody else thinks. And that mentality kind of resonates with me because it's like, you know what, fuck what everybody thinks. I'm doing my thing, and this is how it should be. And that kind of goes back to something I talked about on I think it was last podcast about owning your stream. Owning your stream because it's 100% yours, and no one can take that away from you. So whatever you want your fucking brand, your fucking channel, your community to be about, that's you. Don't let anybody else influence that in any way unless it's something you're looking to, okay, I like this person's idea. That's something that I'll do, is I like somebody's idea. How can I take that, make it, put a sweet D spin on it and make it, mine?
Yeah.
So now we're getting to the topic of the day, which is stream quality. I know we talked a little bit long, and stream quality is a very broad spectrum topic, but everybody here works very diligently on their stream quality. I know that for a fact. Whether it's mostly this session, I wanted to talk about what actually goes into the quality, not necessarily the quality of the content, but the quality of the actual stream functionality itself. And there's a ton of stuff that goes into that, but one thing I wanted to start with, just because it is an opinion question, and I like to get people's different perspectives, is it's actually stream quality is what it's labeled as on Twitch. What do you stream in? Do you stream in 1080 or 720?
Well, now that I can actually keep a stream going for the first time in a while, I stream at 720p with 60 frames per second, and it seems to be about where I need to be. I haven't tried 1080 at 60 because I know my internet won't handle that, but I think 720 60 is a really good spot.
Unsung?
I used to stream at 1080 and 1080 60, And I realized that a lot of my followers don't have the internet to watch at that high. And so they would often get the circle in the middle of the screen, right? And then it would load in. So I have knocked myself down to 900p.
Oh.
900.
Yeah, so like everything I see is 1440 or 1080, and then the stream canvas is 1080, but then it's output to Twitch at 900p. And I've found that that's the easiest for people who are watching on mobile to view my stream at.
Okay.
I don't have a fucking clue, dude. Rec probably knows way more than he knows way more about my stream itself than I do. So he like if he's in chat and he can answer, but I do know that I have the availability for all of the things. Tips Fedora. I have I stream at 1080. I know for a fact, but I see 720. I can see the 680 and all the way down to like 120. So I think it's my bits that allow me to do that, and my internet, of course. But I know for a fact that you can go to my VODs and look at you can fuck with the cog and make it whatever you want it to be. Like, and so that does help my mobile streamers. Sometimes if I get a weird moment and I'm dropping frames and stuff, like it fucks up. But I know for a fact that my mobile streamers can manipulate whatever they need to accommodate.
So in the VODs, actually, you can regardless of whose VOD it is, you can go in and adjust the quality.
Oh, okay.
But when it's live, it is completely random for affiliates. It is partners that are allowed. So affiliates aren't allowed to have viewers choose anything other than source, other than at complete random. And we've had people look into this to see if they can figure out some kind of fucking algorithm, and no one can come up with any real rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah, I have no clue then what I'm at.
Yeah, I used to stream at 1080, and I'd get, actually, Mikey was one of the first people that said it to me, was, wow, your stream quality is just like through the roof. It's insane. And I was like, wow, that's great. I'm glad my picture quality isn't great. But I'd have a lot of people also saying, I used to stream marbles quite a bit, and I'd have a lot of people coming in and being like, oh, I can't even watch this. I can't even watch this. It's lagging. It's lagging. And I'm like, I'm not getting anything on my end. So that's why I dropped down to 720. Now, I'm actually curious to try out 900 now that you've said that, Unsung, because
I know, now I want to try it.
I like splitting the difference, but I stream at 720 just because it's that happy medium. It allows, a lot of people who are on mobile that may not have Wi-Fi the ability to still watch your stream. Now, is it maybe going to be perfect? No, because let's be honest, your cell service isn't great everywhere. But you do have more ability than you do at 1080 because it puts less stress on the connection. So that's why I wanted to start out with that, is so we can kind of get a take from everybody and kind of put some advice kind of out there to some other streamers that may not have looked at it before, because for a long time I didn't even know that stream quality existed. I thought it was just like, okay, if I put it at 1080,
the internet,
yeah. I didn't think anything of it. But so next thing I kind of wanted to talk about is another opinionated question. Now, I know Tosca had mentioned it, but I just want to hear general opinions on using green screens and blue screens. Some kind of background so that you don't have this. Mikey?
I've actually been thinking about it more as of late, just because I was thinking of my entirety of streaming on Twitch, and I remember having a pile of pops in the background, and I just remember thinking, like, that doesn't look good to me. Like, yeah, it's cool to show off that I have pops and everything, but it didn't look good to me. So I cleaned up my room to what you see now, which is much more aesthetically pleasing. But while we're talking about stream quality, I've also been entertaining getting a green screen because I want my camera to be able to focus on me and me only, and put the quality onto me and not what's going on behind me. Yes, it looks nice. I have a marquee that has my socials on there and stuff like that. But ultimately, if we're talking about stream quality, I think green screens actually do help out a bit to kind of just bring up the level of your stream. Now, when you're a partner and you have money to do all these things for a streaming room or whatever the case may be, or if you just had the time to really put effort into your background, then I would say maybe don't do a green screen, because it's nice to also see what you got going on behind you. But for me personally, I'd entertain getting a green screen eventually.
Unsung, how about you?
I mean, let's take Doc and Dr. Lupo, right? Like, Doc has always streamed with a green screen, but that's because that's part of his aesthetic, right? I don't think there is a negative to either one. I think it more so would be like what Mikey's saying. Maybe you just want the camera to be focused on you on the stream and then have everything else be the game rather than people nitpicking what's behind you. But then you have like Dr. Lupo's side where or Ninja, right? When you could see the rest of his room. You know, they have like $10,000, $20,000 streaming rooms. Obviously, that's such a far right example to be given Doc Lupo and Ninja. But you know, like their setup behind them and around them is amazing and fantastic. And I think it's totally up to how you as a streamer want to present the showcase, the show, like how you want to present the stream to people. You know, I think a green screen more to me signals, hey, focus more on the gameplay and less on the streamer. And then no green screen is kind of like, hey, look at either one. You know, if you want to look at the shit that's on my shelf back here and ask me a question about it, go ahead. I'll answer. You know, I think it's just a vibe thing. However, you as a streamer want to set the tone of your show.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I totally agree with the vibe thing. I started off with the PS4 camera, so there's nothing I could do. I had that. That was it. And then I've been here the whole time. So this is what I've always had. And I don't have anything nice behind me. So I was like, I know for a fact I want to get the green screen or a blue screen. Mine's blue. So so you can get either chroma key. And with that being said, we're talking about quality. Mikey, you have two big ass LED lights. You have more than ample adjustability with your lighting. You have ample lighting. So for a fact, you can do green screen. Or for the fact all of us can do green screen. My setup, you know, if you look at Harris Heller, he has just his square and his stuff behind him. There are people that have too much shit going on their screen that their play bubble is this big and they have everything else. They have the chat rolling. Like there's a lot of things, and that's an aesthetic as well. They have themselves and they have their own background and all this stuff. So that may work for like their just chatting and things like that too. But like for myself, I literally just have my name. So if anything gets clipped, I can continue to grow out. And I have my logo behind, like literally physically behind me back here, and then I have my name in front of me. That's it. I dropped everything else that I had, and I just have the in my body. Since I physically destroyed my blue screen on purpose because I was mad, the way I had it set up, it was I used a camera stand and the blue material, and I have the blue material still there. It's just felt. It doesn't have to be the Elgato $130 pull up green screen. It doesn't have to be the thing you attach to your chair. Which, Mikey, that might actually work out really well for you because I know you have like things behind you. You can get the ones that attach to your chair and just kind of zoom in a little bit.
Okay. Good
But
to know.
but I can't do that because I get on my chair and I move my chair and I'm jumping around and being a fucking idiot. So I needed a big like Doc. He does, like Unsung was saying. Doc has like where he walks into the screen and does all these things. That's part of his vibe. I've utilized my green screen for different videos that I've created too. So for sure, did I drop kick? And no, it was the lighting. The lighting is very very important. So like I have multiple ways to light up this whole area. So if it's not perfect, then it looks like shit. So you want to talk about quality? If you're gonna use green screen, stay away from the software because the software is not perfect. if you want to have a high quality green screen, then do the work for it. Make sure it's high quality, because if you're fucking pixelated and stuff like that, you might as well not even have it, because we know you have it now, right? It kind of
Right.
it loses the ambiance of using green screen. But you're absolutely right. Like, if you want to focus on the gameplay itself, and like the three of you have fucking cool backgrounds. Like, you have interesting backgrounds. I don't. So like, I knew for a fact I wanted to get rid of that. And if it's bland, or if you have just a wall, fuck yeah. Like, definitely invest the right way though.
Yeah.
Right.
My reason behind this question is because I like getting different takes from different people, and I'm actually glad you brought up Doc, because typically speaking, I personally am not a huge fan of green screens. Just because, again, that's a personal preference thing. It's just a matter of, I like being able to see a streamer's personality behind them, like projected behind them, something cool that they have going on behind them, something they put time into making, their setup. Now, me personally, when I first started doing this, I had a white wall behind me, and that was it. And then I moved my setup around, invested some stuff. All this that you see back here is maybe in total $200. But
Wow.
that's a big maybe, and that's
Never
honestly
get that.
just because this light strip here is most of that
So
cost.
expensive.
It's a very expensive light strip. But this thing here, $50. These pads like 20.
That's
nothing.
great.
But I like seeing the streamer's personality. But with the green screens, I do like it for the aspect like how Doc uses it. The ability to, especially in just chattings, have all kinds of different backgrounds and have all kinds of different things you can do with that green screen, and the ability, yes, to keep the focus on screen and on the gameplay. I've really minimized a lot of the stuff that's on screen as well, so you can see more of what we're focused on, the gameplay and whatnot. But my picture myself, I'm a little arrogant. I don't like it being too small, because
when I'm blue screen, I'm big as fuck.
Like,
I love
even not having a blue screen, I like having my thing big, because I put time into this and I want people to be able to see it. So, but that's me, and everybody has their own preference. But that's why I kind of wanted to bring it up, is just to kind of see the different takes people can have on improving quality and what might work for people that are watching. Because everybody kind of does their own thing. I know none of us have a green screen up now, blue screen, whatever, but Tosca typically uses one. So
yeah.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess. I keep closing out my notepad, because, like me and Mykieb were talking about earlier, there's no dark mode for notepad.
It's bright.
So it's bright as hell. And also, my son opened up my bathroom door and left the light on and keeps leaving it on. So, like, I have way too much light on me right now. But actually, that kind of transitions into my next topic a little bit, is cam. So your actual cam quality. What kind of cams are you using, and is there anything special you do to your cam or for your cam, or special lighting that you have to make yourself appear better? Mike?
Oh boy. Well, my setup is going to change, as it always does for me. But currently I have a Logitech C920. I've had it since I started being on camera for my stream. So 7 months or so, I want to say. It says that it shoots 1080 at 60, but I'm at 1080 at 30 for whatever silly reason. I think it's actually Windows, but so I have that on my main monitor, and it's pointed directly at me. Unfortunately, this monitor doesn't have the ability to go up or down. It's a fixed monitor. So this is the height that I'm dealing with. And then I have two, as you can see behind me in my TV, I have two UV size ring lights that I use. I used to actually not have them. I used to just have this like light strip that I have going up over here, and I realized my camera wasn't picking me up as well. My camera quality was lessened. So adding that helps my camera quality, but I'm thinking about actually going to a DSLR when funds permit, so that way I can get that nice sharp camera image.
And that's always the key with talking about cam quality is everybody's like, yes, the DSLR is the way to go. I think everybody feels, but it also is quite a bit of an investment. So
right. There's so many streamers. Like, I'll go through the streamers that I follow, which a lot of them are, 2.5K viewer plus. And then there's other streamers that I've seen have good camera quality. And I'll go through to like their about section on their Twitch or whatever, and look to see if they have their cameras listed. And then I'll pull them up on Amazon or Best Buy or whatever. And the one that I consistently see is the Sony A5100 or something like that. I might have the numbering wrong. It's not the newest of the new, so it's not super cheap, expensive, but it's also not super cheap. But has fantastic quality, and I've had one sitting in my PC list on Amazon for better part of 5 months now. And I think because it just adds that extra edge that most webcams don't have, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. I mean, I could get a Logitech Brio, which is the 4K version of my camera, and just deal with a webcam essentially. But I feel like with the DSLR, you just have much more. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the word. You just get that quality that you see everywhere else. And I have filters on my camera. I'm not gonna lie. I put so many filters on my camera because I I'm a Virgo, so perfectionism is my top priority. But that's why I think DSLR is just the way to go for me. And I mean, appreciative to have a webcam first and foremost, but uh, the C920 has done a good job. But we'll be moving on to the DSLR here pretty soon, hopefully.
Yep, same boat. Unsung, I know you're the photography expert, and I've always appreciated. This is actually one of the two reasons that I picked you for this one too. Is I know what you're rocking with, and I know the effort that you put into your setup. So let's talk your cam.
The cam I'm currently using is a Sony Alpha A6000 with a Sigma 30mm 1.4 f lens. And that's why the background is blurred, just because the focal length is so short. It gives me all this nice bokeh. If you're starting out, this is for everybody in the chat. If you want to stream, don't buy this. Don't get a C920 or the Brio or something, right? But because I already like photography and I kind of wanted to get a better cam, because I did have the C920, and that's a fantastic camera for anybody who's starting. Like Mikey said, you can put filters on that inside of OBS. You can even download the Logitech software and just adjust the filtering and the hue, contrast, everything inside. And Harris Heller has great videos on how to do that. But I love tech and I love spending money on having the best. So that's what I have. It unfortunately, the whole thing costs upwards of $1,000 just for my camera setup only.
But look
Money
at the
well
image
spent.
quality on that mustache, though.
Yeah.
That's
Seriously, gives you each hair.
I also use C920. Someone offered a C920 or 922. I don't need it. Real quick, just to hit a point you were talking about. I know how you have that little lip thing on the fucking what do you call it? On your this is the thing that I broke. But one of these bad boys, like you see that is I destroyed this. This is what was holding up the I have it tied. I had a pole tied to it, but you can get one of these things, man. And it drops down to super short. And Mike, I'm talking specifically to you at this point. But you can put this fucker down. I have one on my camera as well, and it's behind my thing, so I can do this with it and make it higher, lower, whatever, change the angle. So you can manipulate, and they're cheap. I got both of those at a thrift store underneath $10. So, and again, and you're absolutely right. The Logitech filtering works, but to save CPU, I just use the OBS, what the fuck, the OBS filtering. But camera wise, yeah, I mean, in my opinion, if you can see the streamer, where I'm sitting right now with quality wise, if you can hear me well enough and you can see me well enough, I will bring the quality. I have a bunch of brand new streamers in my community. I have a bunch of old streamers too. RIP in the chat for the old blue screen. I know.
Yeah, you brought up a great point though.
She was in here. I beat the fuck out of it. But these guys don't have cameras, and some of them don't. Like they're running PS4 broadcasting, Xbox broadcasting with no cameras. Yeah, audio is way important. I totally agree. And these guys are using even like their headset microphone. But there are people in the community that are on different tiers. And Debbie and I we talked about this. We conditionally say like this is a good streamer, like this is a quality streamer. Like didn't even realize they didn't have a camera after spending an hour in their thing, because I'm so invested in what they're playing and how they're playing and the way they're speaking to me and communicating with chat. So at the end of the day, the quality is the streamer themselves. Like I know in the very beginning we were talking about like are you willing to invest in the money? You don't need a X amount of dollar microphone. Because there's different ways to go about it. But at the end of the day, if I can hear you well enough and you're not fucking breathing into the microphone or doing plosives into the mic, fucking hate that, dude, or having background noise, fucking hate that. Turn your fan off. Just sweat on
Yeah.
stream. Um, if you can do that, then Puzzle Me Panda started with just the PS4, and she's a fucking quality streamer. And if you can do that, then like you can bring the quality and then pay for what you need to eventually. If you can hear me, in the podcast I did right before this one, I said if you can, I'm proud about what I've invested in and brought to you guys, but my quality of the person that I became, or even not even became, but maintained during this is what I'm more proud of, like the quality of my stream.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And Unsung, I think you were gonna say something else.
Yeah, to piggyback off of Tosca's audio point here, I have left people's streams that looked phenomenal, but they sounded like they were using a headset mic from Walmart, and these people have like 500 viewers, but I'm not one of them.
Right.
If the very first thing somebody's gonna do on your stream is hear you, right? And if I'm playing you, I have you on my phone on the countertop while I'm doing something, I don't know what you look like, right? I'm not looking at the game. I'm hearing your voice. And I think if you're going to invest somewhere first after, the computer or the game playing machine, it's audio.
Totally.
And then yourself as a person.
Right. And I can speak from experience to that regard. I started streaming with a headset mic and I was using an Amazon like $30 mic. And while it had good reviews of audio quality and then, of course, the sound for the game itself, I wasn't happy with how I sounded because I always watch my VODs back after I end a stream to make sure everything looked good. I sounded okay. And I realized very quickly, I was like, you know what? I wouldn't want to watch me by listening to me talk into this headset microphone. It's not terrible, but it's also not great. So I invested in the microphone that I'm actually using right now. I had to go back to it. It's a $50 mic, usually goes on sale all the time with Best Buy and Amazon. And I have greatly noticed a difference in people coming in. And I'll even say to my chat, they'll tell you all the time, Mikey, you sound fine. Mikey, you sound fine. But I'm always like, oh, am I too loud? Is my gain okay? Like, is all that stuff. But at the end of the day, same thing like you were saying, Unsung, I'll be listening to another stream with my phone on the counter while I'm doing dishes. And as long as I can hear, I don't care what's going on. I don't care if they're what game they're playing. So microphone quality is great. Now, if I'm sitting there watching TV and watching Twitch on TV, which is what I do while I'm working, that's when the camera stuff kind of comes into play for me, is if I'm actively paying attention and I can hear you just fine. Now I'm going to be looking at your quality. And that's why I like to pay attention to, what kind of camera they're using or whatever the case may be. If it's fogged, or a fingerprints over it because they were moving it around, okay, you might want to, take care of that. But I think audio does kind of take the
after
cake,
every stream, after every payout, I was like, all right, should I buy a mic? Should I buy a mic? And Rec even said in here, if you guys go to his stream or check out a VOD that he has a $20 mic, and it sounds like a Go XLR, I guess that's that's a camera, whatever. It sounds like it's a dynamic mic, but it sounds beautiful, and it's $20. But you have to have the ins and audio know-how to filter the way he did. But it sounds great. But every time I've had a payout, I was like, I should buy a new mic. I should buy a new mic because exactly what we're saying, the quality of the sound. But I'm like, no, fuck it, dude. Like, I have a $50 mic that I bought 100 years ago. I sound fine. I'm comfortable with where I'm sitting right now. And I don't have a need and I'm not pressed to get and right now we're on a Discord call, so like I don't sound the same way I would sound on
Same.
my on my stream because again we had the filters in there and you can
Mhm.
put the limiters like because I fucking rage and believe me when I say I rage, like I know you
Yeah.
jumped out of your chair. This chair has been pounded harder than a porn star. So
Mine is
and thank
creaking
God,
too. I feel you. I feel
yeah.
you.
So like and it's important because I don't want to rage, or like I do want to rage, but I don't want to rage and have my shit peaking out so bad that it's annoying and it sounds terrible. So I'm not pressed for getting a new mic. Like I could care less.
Yeah, and see, my thing is I extended this mic because this is what you heard from me for long time. I kind of regret my mic purchase, the one I did make. I got a Razer Siren X. There's USB mics out there that are good, just about as good quality for a lower price. So I recommend people looking at those. But definitely, that's kind of a good. Again, this is a good transition into my next point, which is purchasing up and investing in your stream. So yes, when I say investing in your stream, do you have to go to these absolutely tremendous lengths? No, it is a step-by-step process. I started out streaming off my Xbox with I don't know, like a cheap, it was one of the cheaper Turtle Beach headsets. No cam, nothing. And then I bought the same camera I'm using today, the C920. And then started plugging that because that's a plug and play straight into the console. So that was my first little upgrade. And then, I eventually invested into the PC, and now I've invested a lot more. I built a new PC. And actually my goal right now, because I do what I recommend every streamer do, is if you get a payout, take that money and put it back into your stream.
Yeah.
The people are paying
or
for
your people. Or
Yeah.
your people into the stream.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yes,
So
yes,
it's not necessarily
absolutely.
just the equipment, but you have to, give the support back.
Yes.
I put 90% of my paycheck from my first payout and revolving after that back into my community, because if I can if 100 people are bringing me more than $1 per, I can give at least $800 back to everybody in total. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's not every single time, but if I didn't get you once, I'm gonna get you the next one.
Yeah.
Investing doesn't have to come from over the top, but I think the number one thing that you should invest in is a unit, a laptop or PC itself, or tower itself, to be able to provide that quality. Like people, again, I'm always talking about my community. So there are people that have a PS4 and a laptop, but the laptop can't stream.
Mhm.
Shut the fuck up, Rick. So people, the first thing I say, they're like, oh, I want to get a webcam. It's like, well, can you afford a better PC? Well, yeah, sure, it's okay, do that. Like, don't fucking worry about looking cute if you can't even support your own stream. So
Mhm.
Right.
if you're gonna invest in something, like, and Puzzle Me Panda did that. It took a couple months into streaming, but she's fucking rocking. She got the lights and everything else, so she's
Yeah.
there.
And that's I did want to touch on one other thing you said, though, because I want to make this abundantly clear to everyone out there. When I say that I'm going to give love back and show love back to the community that shows me love, that's because of me. That's
Mhm.
who I am as a person, and whether that's you or not. Do not get involved in the support for support thing.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Don't
The
don't expect, because you paid money to someone else, expect getting that money in return. Now, I will, and believe me, I've got the phone logs to prove that I've gotten calls from my bank asking me if I'm mentally okay
Yeah, sure.
from how much money I spend on Twitch. Because I spend probably more per month than I make on Twitch, on other
Yeah.
streamers.
Yeah.
And that's just because I have the money to do that. Not everybody does, but I have the money to do that.
Totally.
So, but I take all the money that I get from my stream, and I start looking at purchases, looking at upgrades, and I make sub goals based on what I'm trying to upgrade next. Because there's always that next upgrade, because I want to provide the best quality that I can. And right now, my biggest bug is my audio. I am blunt about it. My audio may sound okay on stream. I'm probably a little crackly, or maybe not crackly, but I might sound a little distorted to you guys because you guys are only hearing me through Discord, not through my mixer. But through my mixer, I have it set up to where I sound okay, but because of the mic I have and the mixer I have, I don't have the range that I want because I go from 0 to 100 real motherfucking quick. And you can ask Mikey, my mic will cut out, it will peak, it will all because I am all over the place. You never know if I'm going to be talking quietly, and I have kind of a booming voice as it is, but when I start yelling, oh my god, my neighbors bang on the fucking walls. They fucking know because they're like, Jesus Christ, this guy's so loud. So my mic will literally stop picking it up. So that's I agree with the investing in your audio first for sure. But what Tosca said is 100% right. Getting something that works, a PC, a laptop. I mean, it can be, if you're gonna get a laptop to stream off of, get a gaming one. The regular laptops, they just don't hold the quality for the stream. You're going to be wasting your money. And I will highly advise against pre-builds.
Yes.
I have a Honda. I have a Honda PC right now. I have a Honda Civic, I should say. It cost me $1,200. It is again, I don't fucking know. Rec can tell you way more than I know myself. But it is pre-built. It's the Honda Civic. It will probably fucking run 200,000 miles. You know what I mean? It's not the fastest. But it'll fucking drive. It's not, it doesn't have the biggest tank. It doesn't have the biggest storage, which is hype. But it gets me to A to B. I stream well. I stream fast. I play games. I play games while I stream on it. I play I use an Elgato. It does my job. If you're gonna get a pre-built, get a Honda Civic of a pre-built. Get the Glock. You know what I mean? Get a Glock if you're gonna get it. If you're gonna get a already built PC, get a Glock.
Yeah. This is why I say that is because I started with a pre-built, and Unsung is actually who I hit up about it, and I didn't listen. He said, "Don't buy pre-built, man." He's "Here, I can send you a build. Listen to your friends. Watch YouTube videos because." You can ask anyone that I've worked with, talked to. I am the most tech dumb dude out there. I do not understand it. So I thought pre-built was the way to go for me. I paid the extra money to have something pre-built, but you can save yourself so much money. And building a PC is not extremely difficult. I did it. And my PC runs phenomenally now. And it was, yes, it is this PC, I built it with the intention for it to last a long time. Am I still looking at upgrades? Of course, because once you start, you get upgrade addiction.
It's like
it never stops.
You can't stop after that. And I'll throw myself in the mix. I feel like I'm the in between Sweet's PC that he built and then Tosca talking about his pre-built. I when I was a property manager, I used to get bonuses every quarter depending on performance, and my husband decided to take that because he knows I don't spend money on myself, and he bought me a pre-built. And he doesn't know about PCs, and I don't ever hold that against him, but he asked someone who worked at Best Buy what to get me, which I was like, you shouldn't have done that. But he got me this pre-built, and it's a CyberPower PC, and I have made almost $1,000 worth of upgrades in this PC since I've had it, and it does the job. I'm not gonna lie, it's a beast of a PC now because I looked at the most important aspects, which are CPU, GPU. Now, as Sweet mentioned, don't talk about upgrades because I'm constantly looking at upgrades, especially with Ryzen upgrading and all that. It's like all their new CPUs and stuff, but it'll get the job done. You can find pre-builds that will get the job done, but if you're looking for longevity, you have to build your own PC because you're going to be able to know your components to the T.
Sure.
So I'm going to interject here. Stay away from certain pre-built companies.
Yes.
Walmart.
Mainly one of them being CyberPower, iBuyPower.
Yep.
Those are not the companies you want to be buying pre-built PCs from. Because yes, you're going to get a 9700K and a 2070 or 2080, but it's the worst motherboard that they have, the worst power supply they have, one stick of RAM, one tiny little hard drive, a case that has no upgradability, and 2 fans, right? There are, I would say, what are called boutique pre-built makers. I don't know how familiar anybody is with Power GPU.
I've heard of them.
So
Harris,
they
not
are
Harris, however. DMP3 gives away from
yes,
the power
Yeah.
GPU.
yes, exactly. DNP3 works very closely with them. They're kind of an up and coming pre-built. What's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. They make pre-builts, but they are good pre-builts. They have quality parts to them,
Hmm.
and that's why you don't want to just like shop on Amazon for a pre-built or shop on Newegg for a pre-built, because you're not going to get the quality of the components. That's what you
Right.
want to look for. And then
And that's how my PC was. I had 8 gigs of RAM, and it was not fast RAM at all. I had a Ryzen 3 2300X, and then a Radeon 5700, or no, sorry, not that's my current GPU, 570. And while my husband was told, yes, she'll be able to game on this PC and she'll be able to stream on this PC, you couldn't do 2 at the same time. And
Yeah.
I was already running into issues with the RAM situation because my Discord would cut out for, when I was playing Valorant, because I too was playing during the beta, and I couldn't hear anyone in my Discord call because the RAM was just crap. So definitely, as Unsung was saying, do your research on these other companies that do pre-builds. I know you can even, with Micro Center, even though we don't have one here in Northern California, you can give them a list of the parts that you want and they'll build it for you. As long as you do your research and you have some kind of knowledge of what you're looking for, or you can even reach out to anybody in the communities that you're in. I know we have that tech guy who's in our chat right now. I'm constantly messaging him and asking him, what do you think about this? Is this fast enough for me? This is my intention, in a year's time. What do I need to do to get there?
yeah, that's another thing, Mikey, I'll piggyback off of is
Hmm.
know what you need to do.
Right.
Yeah.
The information's out there. YouTube is a fantastic resource.
Do
Thank you,
your
Harris Pedler,
research,
for a lot of things.
right? Like
Linus
I bought a 3090.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that. And
You're
I don't
lucky.
recommend anybody in this chat buy one. But I wanted it.
Yeah.
Don't just go get a thing because it looks good and sounds good.
Ooh, shiny.
You
Yeah.
know?
Research.
And yeah, do your research, because you can there are people that stream off of like a 900 series GPU from 5-6 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and their content is just fine. Nobody goes, oh, this looks like it's being streamed off of a 970.
Right.
Right, no one can tell that.
Right.
But then that's where you get that's where the don't buy a pre-built thing comes from, because you
Mhm.
have no idea as a consumer what the fuck they're using, what parts they're using.
Right.
So-
Well, and I will say I'm appreciative that by having this pre-built, I've learned so much about computers and components.
But the
Having
hard
done
way.
the hard way for sure. I mean, and I've also spent a pretty penny trying to upgrade this thing too. I just bought a new motherboard because, like you mentioned, they have the crappiest motherboards. I mean, the one that I had was a gigabit MATX motherboard, and it wasn't like the worst thing on the planet, but it didn't do me any justice with the upgrades that I wanted. So, yeah, you really have to pay attention.
The motherboard you get on those pre-builts will be like 0 compatibility for forward for future upgrades.
Yeah, no upgradability. There's like 2 RAM slots.
And they do that with a purpose, so they can force you into buying another pre-built from them.
Oh, totally. And that was my problem. I was running into being worried every single time I turned on my PC because of the GPU that I bought and installed myself was sitting up above some wires, and I didn't want there to be any problems. But that's what you get.
Right. And I don't want to keep this topic going for too long, because we already hit the 2-hour mark, so I'm trying to get things moving towards wrapping up. But I also do want to kind of end that bit with, if anyone in this chat right now is looking at getting a pre-built and you need advice, you can reach out to anybody here that's talked about it. I don't sit here and outwardly promote my Discord too much, even though it just literally popped up in the chat. What timing? If you click in that Discord, I do have a channel called the Tech Den. That tech guy actually was the founding force for it. But just about all of us, we've looked into so much PC parts and PC building videos because we were curious about it, and it became a hobby for us, that basically just about any of us will be like, okay, give us a budget and let's see what we can do. Let's talk about it, instead of you wasting your money. Will it do what you want it to do? Probably.
Sure.
But it's not going to have the upgradability for the future, or if you try to do certain things, it may give you fits. Because like for me, I tried playing Warzone on PC on that pre-built I had, and I could not stream it. Couldn't stream it.
But you could play the game though, right?
I could play the game.
Mm-hmm.
But
Same with mine.
I couldn't stream it, and that becomes an issue, and that's something that you wouldn't really know just from buying the pre-built. You just luck of the draw.
I went from a so this is me that I still don't know shit. I don't even know what I have. I'm not even gonna lie. I have no fucking clue what I have right now. Like you're saying all the names, that's why I just shut the fuck up because I don't know what I'm talking about. So I went from a all-in-one. I don't even know what the processor was, but it was an all-in-one HP, and because I was like, okay, I'm done with the PS4, and I worked from home at that time, so I was like, I can have my 2 screens, I can work from home, blah blah blah. And I was like, all-in-one's convenient because it sits on my desk. It was a smaller desk then, and I tried to stream from it, and it was like, go fuck it. Like even PS4, I would try to stream from it. It was like, go fuck yourself. I was like, okay, bye. So then I was like, all right, I'm gonna upgrade this bitch. I'm gonna get a fucking desktop, baby. I'm gonna get a tower. So I got an i5 HP home tower. Still couldn't do that, and it was $500. I was like, I'm jacked up, baby. $500 PC. Let's rip. And then I eventually went with this Honda Civic. But like you're saying, I can put spoilers on this. I can put shiny rims on it. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be a Skyline, but it's gonna it's gonna look like it. It's probably gonna look like it. But it's you're talking about 2 RAM spaces, two fans and stuff. I think I'm sitting pretty high with customizability. I'm definitely gonna go into the tech den and drop my stuff and let the tech guy and even Unsung check it out and say, you're an idiot. But
Not at all.
I'll drop my link. 1600 Ti. I don't know what that means. I have that thing. I have 4 spaces for RAM, so I can have up to 64, I guess. It's 8. Whoa, my camera.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's,
That's a cool filter.
Whoa.
As we're talking about quality, right?
That's a really cool filter.
We're back. So so I think I have the ability to do other things. I definitely want to know. And guys, if Team Tosk, if you're still in here, absolutely join the Discord and check them out. This is the time. This is the place that I talk shit about people promoting Discords inside Discords. You don't bring fucking Taco Bell to a diner. But if you're already there and they're offering you food, eat it. Jump in this Discord. Check this guy out. I would never be part of this stream if I didn't appreciate this other quote unquote community, other streamer. So yeah, get in there and utilize the knowledge they have.
Yeah, and so the last I'm gonna kind of close this topic out with my recommendations. Again, I'm not an end all be all by any stretch of the imagination, but I learn everything the hard way. That is the story of my life. I learned everything the hard way. So I started out streaming just off console. So if you're one of those people, I do think I made the first upgrade the correct way. I spent $50 for this C920. I got it when it was low. So I spent $50 for a C920 and got a camera, so my face was there. Is it the utmost importance? No, but endears you more to your audience when they can see a face. Put a face with the voice. Then I eventually got a PC. And the reason I went with the pre-built is because my original intention was to continue to be a console streamer, a console gamer, and just run the capture card, which is a good investment. It is a good way to go low on price and still be able to do the things you want to do.
For sure.
But then once you generate more, have more money available, definitely recommend building a PC or having someone help you build a PC. Like I said, I really can't stress, because like now I come off as this guy that knows what he's talking about, but that's because I've watched hours of YouTube and done a lot of hands-on work with it now. To learn these things. And if I can do it, I promise you can too. I promise you can too. And if you need resources on what videos to watch, to what I watched, Linus Tech Tips and Gamers Nexus are great resources.
Great channels.
Literally just watch those, and I'm telling you, they will show you step by step, baby steps on how to build your own PC, and it is not super difficult. It may seem overwhelming at first, but just block out a day and knock it out. I promise you, you'll save yourself some money in the long run, and you'll be much happier with the result. And then, like I said, audio is also a huge focus, so get a quality mic. And make sure you have a mixer, something that can something to filter the audio, because the raw audio that you're going to get as your input is not going to do your voice justice, and it's not going to endear you to an audience that is, like we were talking about earlier, just maybe listening to you if you sound crackly or mumbled or whatever. My audio sucks halfway just because I can't speak English. You know, it's a difficult task for me. I speak in cursive. So, I do want to move now into the last couple portions. So like we kind of talked about stream quality. So I always ask chat to ask questions. So if you guys haven't already, you guys can type out questions and we'll try to get them now.
While they're doing that, can I reiterate the quality thing? Because this is one of the most because I knew what the topic was, the most important thing, because I knew these kind of things were going to come up with the stream and the cameras, mics.
Mm.
You're like it's still about you. Like the quality is you. You are the person running the show. If you are a shitbag, the quality. I don't care how much money you spend. Be fucking quality. Be high quality. Do everything high quality. That's a tweet. Your Twitter, everything you fucking do. Run your Discord with quality. You know what I mean? Like that. Like that's end of the line. End of the fucking line. I don't care if you don't even stream yet. Be quality. Be present. Be quality in people's chats. Be quality in people's lives.
Yeah, and that it starts as just being a quality person.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that's where it starts.
The point of fuck, you said something about don't be don't support for support, and you kind of say you said something similar to what I fucking reiterate all the time. Don't give because you expect back, and quality wise, community wise, if everybody gives because they're gonna give, then everybody fucking wins. Right? If one person, just like one bad egg swallows the bunch, and the bunch being the community, if one person goes, I'm not going to go to your stream because you didn't go to mine, then everybody fucking loses. The whole community loses. So if everybody goes in with the mindset of I'm going to just do this because I want to do this, I'm here because I'm here for you, then everybody gets a piece back if everybody does that, and it snowballs in a good way.
Yes, and anybody that just heard what Tosca just said, I want you to heed those words and understand. Have forward thought with this, and this is something I explained to someone on Twitter just a few days ago. If you want to grow a large community, you cannot feasibly have time to do that, because I forget the actual number, but it's some absurd number like 75+% of Twitch users stream themselves. So with that, and if you're a quality streamer, you're going to inspire more people to stream. You just are. That's how life works. That's how all of this works. So if you're going to do that, if you expect something in return from everybody and you expect to be in every single person's chat, think about it from your perspective. Even if you're a good person and want to, because like I always want to show love in return, I had to have like no bullshit talk to myself in the mirror. Like, hey man, you're not going to be able to show everybody the love. You're not going to be able to be in everybody's stream. Make the effort to, yes. But if you have, like Tosca said, he has 70 or 700 plus Discord minutes. Yeah. If 500, 400 of those people stream, there's no fucking way this man can be in. Stream. Yeah, there's no way that 700 people, he can be in 700 chats. He can't have 700 tabs open, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm telling you, if you go in with that right mindset, it's everything, man. I'm telling you that he's preached absolute facts right there. So at the end of the day, it is about you, but be a good person. Let that show through. And I'm having a whole nother podcast centered around kind of this next little piece that I'm going to say, but it's going to be, let yourself show. Don't be afraid to show who you are. Don't be afraid to let your personality shine. Don't just be like, oh, I'm trying to be a...
Unless you suck.
Unless you suck, yes.
Yeah, and then be fake.
Yeah.
I have a clip. It was like, hey, man, fucking be yourself. Unless you fuck kids. Don't be that guy. You know?
Jesus Christ.
That's be you, dude. I mean, 100%.
Not wrong.
0 to 100.
But yeah, no, it's an interesting way to put it, but definitely not wrong. I mean, it's be yourself and let it show. Like, if you're fucking weird, don't be afraid to be fucking weird on camera, man.
100%.
Yeah. Like, it endears you to your audience even more so. And I let it speak volumes, because a lot of people that stream on Twitch, they see the ninjas and the whoever, and they're like, oh, they're a pro gamer, and they want to be a pro gamer that streams. And you got to have that look in the mirror like, hey, man, I may not be a pro gamer.
You're not gonna.
Yeah,
that
right.
ain't.
Yeah.
Even if you want to be or want to be like competitive level, compete in tournaments, that's fine. But you still have to do something. Look at what those guys do. The top tier guys, they showcase their personality, and that's what endears people to come back. That's why guys,
in my opinion, there are 3 streamers. There are those that are entertainers, educators, and fucking cracked. Those are the gamers you go to watch the game.
Yep.
I don't care. It could be WoW. It could be fucking Tetris. Those are the gamers that you watch because of the game, and then there are games that they're entertainers. And 99% of us, besides this podcast being the fact that like you're quote unquote like educating, besides that, because you don't do this 24/7, you don't do just chattings. You're not just an educator. We're all fucking entertainers, man. End of the day, like we're all here for entertainment. And if you're not entertaining, then you're not like you're just existing. You're hitting go, and you don't have anybody in your chat. Period.
Yep.
And you know that. You fucking know that. And the question becomes, why aren't people here? It's because you suck at streaming. And I'm completely comfortable with letting someone know that they are not good at streaming. Like that is, and it may be rude, it may be rough, might be
no, it's the truth, man.
It is. It's a fact. And one person, Milnash, who was on one of my previous podcasts, he said something on the podcast that it resonates true here, is you can learn to be funny. It is actually something that you can learn. And maybe it's you're not maybe being yourself, but if you want to break out and figure out why you're boring, why people aren't sticking around, watch somebody that does and be like, okay, how can I be funny like that but still be me? Keep that in mind. Don't copycat anybody. Take it and make it your own. Showcase yourself. I promise you're gonna find people that are interested.
Right. And don't be worried of getting feedback from your community as well. If I'll speak from experience, I find myself to be not super funny. Like I have my moments, but for the most part, I'm pretty straightforward. Just I'll talk or whatever I'll talk about my gameplay or whatever. But when you're trying to be yourself on camera, don't be worried about people saying, hey, why don't you try this? Or whatever the case may be. I know that within our inner circle of friends, we constantly throw ideas out there of how we can kind of up the ante, if you will. But at the same time, you still need to be yourself. So don't be afraid of taking advice from other people who care about you.
But if you're not funny though, like don't try to be funny. You know what
right.
I mean?
Well, don't force it.
I mean, learn and I'm just being a dickhead. But like, yeah, for sure. If you want to be, definitely learn that. You can. But I'm never gonna, and I've said this before to them. I'm never gonna be the Animal Crossing Christian streamer because I jump on my chair, I say fuck every other word, and
it's a comma.
I don't want to brand like if somebody comes in and is like, oh, I'm out of here. Okay, bye. Like you're like I'm not for you, and that's cool. There are 2 million people watching Twitch. There are 1 million streamers plus, obviously, like the numbers are exactly that. But there are gonna be people that you find out of the fucking 2 million people watching. You're gonna find at least one. And if you get turned down because people are like, oh, I don't like this, I'm not sitting there doing fucking body painting, just chattings. Period. Debbie doesn't even like when I play. Sagro doesn't even like when I play Call of Duty. She tabs me up and tunes the fuck out. If I'm playing something with the storyline, she's there. She's there the whole stream. And that's cool. Like, and she's gonna support me because I'm gonna make her. But I know that I don't have her attention, and she's not gonna be there. And that's and that's not my brand. That's not who I am. That's fine.
That's how different people are, and like different people are going to be into different things, and they'll tune in for different things. Prime example is I see certain people come back when I play like Rocket League because they're into Rocket League.
100%.
Yeah, there's people that are there for that, and it's not anything against you. It's just that's what they want to watch. And I saw Sad Girl actually said something that she said actually take notes.
Yeah.
Literally buy one of these from the store and actually like this is content ideas in here. Stream setup, content, anything and everything. This podcast started in here. So when I say that is such a primo idea right there. So I am going to move into the questions portion. I'm only going to take the 3 of them that I have here just in the interest of time because we are already well over 2 hours. But the three that I have, So the first one is we'll try to make it kind of quick. What is your favorite thing about your own stream, and what is one thing you would like to improve on? This is Kitty Devereaux.
Ooh. What is your favorite thing about your own streams, and what is one thing that you would like to improve on? For the improvement portion of that question, I kind of touched on this earlier about like quality of the stream in general, like having the camera like focus on me. The only thing really right now that I'm trying to focus on improvement wise is figuring out why in God's name my game will be clear on my stream, but my webcam won't be. It'll be pixelated. I know it's probably due to bitrate, but I've been looking into that for like the last couple weeks, and Sweet Cedar and Golden Diver can attest to how many times I've done test streams to try to figure out, what balance I need. So that's the part of the improvement that I'm looking for me. But as far as my stream, and my favorite thing is how often I stream with friends and I can see how happy I am. When I'm with my friends and we're playing a game, we're having a good time, and I'm not
That's
trying
huge.
to take stuff seriously, I'm the happiest person. And so if I can maintain that, that will be consistent throughout my entire streaming career.
That's huge. That's huge. Is being able to broadcast that happiness, and that again, that's going to endear you. If you had a bad day, maybe don't stream. I still do, but that's because, like I said, I find streaming therapeutic because of these crazy motherfuckers that pop in my chat every day, and y'all bring me such happiness y'all don't even fucking know. So like every time I click go live, I'm fucking ecstatic, because even if I've had a shit day, I know I can flip around just like that. So Unsung, how about you, man? What's your favorite thing about your own stream, and one thing you'd like to improve?
Favorite thing. Shit, I would probably say the quality of the stream as a whole. I know that I'm fucking entertaining, and I know my stream looks good. So I know that in knowing that, that's something that I don't ever have to worry about when it comes to being a streamer. And so it allows me to be able to focus on fixing other little things. And I'll get to this is well caveat into the thing I want to improve on. And that's
So
being more interactive with chat more consistently. Does that make sense? So, if I'm playing Overwatch and I'm playing a competitive match, I'm going and I'm fucking fuck, he's right there, he's good guy, right? And I'm entertaining, but I'm not for 40 minutes sometimes. I'm barely looking at chat. And in my head, I'm like, oh, they should understand that because they're watching me play a competitive game. Why would I look at chat?
Right.
But then I go, well, fuck, how many people said something in chat 20 minutes ago that aren't here anymore because I didn't respond to them for 20 minutes? So that's something I want to work on is finding a balance between being a Chad gamer and being able to entertain the people that are here to watch me play those games.
And that can come down to scheduling too. Like honestly, like that's what I would recommend personally, is just balancing your schedule to have nights where you play competitive games and nights that you have games that favor your ability to keep up with chat. And am I perfect at that? No, because like I'll be like, yeah, I have Marvel scheduled, which is like my chat dominating game. But then I'll just I'll get to pre-stream and I'm just like, Warzone it is.
So, don't change your brand. Like that's your brand, man. If you're gonna play that competitive shit, again, you're gonna bring in the people that want to watch you play competitive. You may have someone that's like, I want to talk to him today. Oh shit, can't talk to him. Okay, bye. And that's like, again, that comes into the Christian Animal Crosser. Like I'm not gonna have your attention maybe right now. And if it's someone that and they know who you are, don't like enjoy the fucking game. If you're kicking ass and you're having fun playing Apex, there are people that are in there watching you do that, and they're gonna enjoy watching you do that. Don't change in that moment, and unless you feel obliged to at least look over after you get a kill, cool, or after you're chilling out, do that. But like don't change your brand because you feel you're not being there for them. People aren't going to be there for you if they don't want to be there. You know what I mean? Like, and again, like if I go into somebody's stream and they're in the middle, like if Sweet D's playing and I was about to raid him and I see him in a gunfight and I say, hey, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait because I get it, especially being a first person shooter. I get it,
Mhm.
and I may wait 5-10 minutes, and if I can't, then I'm probably not gonna raid you because I want to know who you are. But
Yeah.
other than that, the things I want to the things that I'm proud about, or what was the exact question?
The favorite thing about your own
Favorite
stream and
thing.
one thing you'd like to improve.
Sounds cliche, sounds corny, but my community. My stream exists because of my community.
Mhm.
And I mean my community because you can go to my chat, you can go to my fucking chat, and it may be one extra, it may be a random off game. I played Crazy Taxi the other day, and I may have one person jump in and be like, "Holy fuck, someone's streaming this. Why?" That one person might not be from the community, but every single person, all 40 people that I have in my stream watching me play, it's my community. So, like, that's who I'm there for, right?
Yeah.
I'm the same person on and off stream, the same person that I was, like the same Call of Duty player that I am. Um, Now is who I was off stream, and I was like, I should probably record this because it's fucking stupid.
Mhm.
I'm saying random shit. So I haven't changed, but the difference is they're here to watch that now, and I'm happy for that, and that's my favorite thing is them being there.
Mhm.
One thing that can change is consistency on my schedule. Period. I do this
Mhm.
full time, so like I have the availability to just wake up at 11 and start streaming.
Yep.
I know that it hurts me. In September, I did 40 streams in the month, so that was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I did 2 streams a day, and then every single other day during that week. That was to build the community that we have. It was 40 raids out for that month. The month after, it was October, so it was very consistent with my scheduling. But I only played the scary games and shit. But I know
Mhm.
now that I'm not doing event type shit. I'm not doing that big 40 stream. I'm not doing the only scary games. I'm kind of just doing whatever the fuck I want right now.
Mhm.
That's what it
I'm
matters.
getting inconsistent numbers because and mother like fucking numbers matter. If numbers are uh or if you're streaming for a goal and my goal is partner and I will hit partner, I'm not going to not hit partner. I will be hitting partner. So because of that, numbers matter to me. And I'm growing uh with intent and veracity to get that done. So
Mhm.
I know right now my inconsistency, that's the one thing that needs to change, and that's my scheduling.
Yeah, and I completely agree. I so many people recommend turning numbers off because it can bring you in a mood. And I know a lot of people do. My kind of workaround that's kind of worked for me because it never really affected me because I'm the same. It just chat is what I'm focused on. The number, yeah, I want to see higher numbers, and if I'm not getting the numbers I want, I'm thinking about why and how I can get more, more people in, more people watching, more people interacting in my chat, add to the community. And that community, like I said, same as you, my community means the world to me. So, but when it comes to the numbers, my workaround's kind of been with OBS. I have it to where my numbers don't actually come up on OBS Live, but I also have my stream manager for Twitch pulled up. So every
Yeah.
once in a while, I'll take a little peek and see where I'm at, and just pop it up. But community is 100% everything. I just saw that pop up in chat. But
Numbers wise, I mean post number like twitchtracker.com. I'm on it.
mhm.
Analytically, like we use hashtag Team Tosca. And I saw, and we have a marketing team there's 6 people that use that Twitter, and I saw they DM'd you, and it was funny because like they don't know who you are, but I do. Um,
Yeah, I thought it
they
was
do.
just you. So
Oh yeah, yeah. I never know who makes a post or shares a post or whatever, but not my dad's pretty cool, dude. Shut the fuck up, Jeff. Um, but that hashtag tracker, like we're hitting 10,000, almost 10,000 people per week with that, and it's growing. So
Mhm.
like I know that because I need to know that. I
Mhm.
need to know my analytics. Um,
Analytics are important.
I like at the end of this year, we're gonna hit 1,000 people in Discord at the end of this year. We're gonna be partnered by the end of this year. I'm gonna put in for the like right now. I meet the standard for everything. I don't know if that's something you're even on your radar, but Discord has its own partnership, and being partnered puts you on the searchable their own concept of like, hey, look at these people, look at this Discord. So
Yes.
if you're growing for partner, fucking be partner everywhere, dude. Be partner with McDonald's. Who cares? Like be fucking more. Do more.
Mhm.
Um So my analytics are super important to me. Like anybody that says numbers don't matter, they either are lying or they don't give a shit about what they're doing.
Yeah, they don't have a goal.
Or they're fucking lost, or they just don't know. So like matters motherfucking matter.
Yeah.
Or numbers matter.
See, that's my thing is with that is
Sorry, Joe.
I'm very much a numbers guy from a personal standpoint, because at the end of the day, for me, as long as I have a community that's built with the same mentality, and when I say mentality, I mean it's all out of love, and that is something I preach is the sweet love. Is we always try to spread as much love as possible and show each other love and just be good fucking human beings. Yep. And that is something. As long as chat's popping and that's going on, I'm happy. But I'm also not going to sit here and be like, well, no, I don't have, no, I'm going to be a fucking partner one day. Now, yeah, same. I'm hungry.
Happy but hungry, yeah.
Yep. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things I also have to take into account that, yeah, my job still kind of dictates my life and is going to further dictate my future. So that's why I'm really grinding out my last year that I have on shore duty, because I'm like, yo, I'm about to be in deployable status. I'm trying to hit partner before I hit that point. So that way, we have that check in the box. And then, when we come back, we're going to have a fucking party. So if I go on a 6-month deployment, I come back and we're having a goddamn party with, however many 100 people. But that's the goal. But yeah, definitely. I'm trying to find the other one. Oh, so the next one I was going to touch on, the next question I was going to touch on, it's actually, we don't really have to do much, but we can comment on it a little bit. I'm actually going to pull us each individually into the clip portion again, just because I can edit it on the fly. But people want to see our setups, so.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
So we're gonna pull up the setups just real fast. If I can find where the fuck they saved. Oh, come the fuck on! I know I saved all of these earlier.
Jeff said if the desire is there, then yeah, then you'll push for the numbers. Absolutely. And like I said, those are the people that care. And the people that say numbers don't matter, it's the people that don't care, and you don't have to care. We have casual streamers in our community. We have streamers that have goals, and we have streamers that have goals years down the line. You like to be in the community and to be a streamer, you don't have to be fucking super aggressive and want to quote unquote be successful or famous or whatever. Like, not that I chase fame, I just want to be a fucking guy that helps people. But the drive can just be, I want to make friends and play games, period.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm trying to pull this on the fly.
Yeah,
let me see.
And I'm just trying to fill the time with talk.
Yeah. While we have a second, I'm going to answer what Joe Dubs asked the question a really long time ago. It's quick. One of the top streamers on Twitch, Lyric, has never ever streamed with a webcam.
Wow.
He has 2.7 million followers on Twitch. Does not use a webcam. So, Joe, if you don't ever want to use a webcam, you never have to. Right. Again, it's audio is number one. Yep. I would rather hear you than to see you. So
you know what's a really good point? I have a fucking I have a mute in our Discord. Doesn't have a mic, doesn't have a camera. You know what he does? Stops the game and chats with us. Hey, like you jump in. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what up, Masters? Only person I don't even know if it's a dude, to be honest. Or I don't whatever the fuck they identify as. I have no idea what their pronoun is. But I know when I go in, I say, "Hey, Masters." They fucking stop the game and go, "Hey, Tosk, how you doing?" Like, I love and I love that streamer, because when I go in, at least I know they fucking care enough, because they could easily stream and not ever, take the time out to talk to chat or whatever. So you can get around it, man, like straight up. And I mean, on top of that, like there are thousands of disabled streamers as well too, but not that being immune to disability by any means, because they can communicate. But I thought that was a really funny, like, I don't know why I didn't think that earlier, but yeah, you don't need a fucking camera or mic,
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
Well, and I find myself sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, actually, matter of fact, keep talking, and I'm just gonna pull you guys' things up, because I have to go into screen share.
Okay.
Because it's not working. So.
Recently I kind of put a pause on streaming because of just stuff that I was going through in my
Yeah,
own
that's
life.
sick.
But I turned my webcam off for what, 2.5 weeks. And I've always told myself I need to be on. I always need to be on because that's what's going to drive people to my streams. Well, I'll be completely transparent with all of you guys. I see the same amount of people when I have my webcam on and when I have my webcam off because
Mhm.
ultimately what people are coming for is my interaction with them, and then they'll see my gameplay secondarily, but I don't change how I interact with my chat whether they can see my face or not. And I didn't have a webcam for the first 3 months, 4 months of my streaming career. And I didn't really feel pressured to have it. It's just we ended up buying one because we were at Best Buy, and I was like, that would be kind of a cool element to put on the stream is having a webcam. But like you said, there's streamers out there that have very strong followings and they make crazy amount of money with no webcam.
Yep.
So if you like to be on camera, by all means get a webcam. If you are kind of like me, where there are days where you just want to relax but still stream, then have a webcam but turn it off. If you don't want to ever be on camera, then don't get a webcam. No one should pressure you either way.
So this is actually Mikey's setup here. If you couldn't tell from the boss lady and the Mikey B sitting here. It's funny. I see in chat Tosca pointed out the staying hydrated and shit.
Uh-huh.
That was her first thing she said to me is, I hate that the water bottle's in there.
I love it.
I knew you were gonna bring that up too.
But
Damn
you know,
it.
that's so military to be like, hey, look at that thing. All right, now
Yeah.
fucking move on. You know what I mean? Like
Thanks.
whatever, fuck it.
So this is Unsung setup right here. This is I
Drink
like
water.
that. Are those mandals right there? Man candles?
Yeah, hell yeah, they are, dude. That's
No, I'm not knocking you. I got them too, bro.
yeah.
like-
This is Black Cherry Merlot and Limoncello from Bath and Body
Ooh.
Works.
That's actually my next right here is what I'm going for next is the Go XLR mixer. Just because that thing does wonders for any quality of microphone. And the software I have is it's okay. All right, and then Tosca's. Are you guys ready for Tosca's? This is what this man
Show
sent me. This is what this man sent me for his streaming setup. Now I know this isn't his actual
What do you
streaming
mean?
setup.
Why? That's my fucking Honda Civic PC.
That's
that
your
a
Honda Civic
96?
right there.
97.
And that's
Can't remember
that's my mixer in the middle.
That's a nice mixer.
Thanks,
I like
man.
that mixer. That is
Very
a nice
very
mixer.
smoked yellow there. Very nicotine
You know what?
yellow.
That is an old setup. That's actually my old mouse pad. I did get a new one. It is now gray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Improvements.
So,
I like the coffee here too.
I upgraded. That's actually not coffee. But we won't get into what liquids.
We won't get into what's actually in there.
That's
I
old
just saw
milk that I left there.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, my setup is fucking. I have two screens and my fucking a desk. You know, it's a light, whatever.
Yeah.
It ain't shit. Hasn't been dusted. Yeah, you're right.
I could show mine. Actually, I'll show mine real quick because I haven't actually posted mine because
You know what? I'll do this.
my biggest. Oh, let's see it. Let's see it.
Maybe.
Taking the camera off.
That makes me nervous when I take my camera off.
Ooh,
I have almost that
Here
same
we
ring
go.
light setup. Nice.
That's all we got.
Yeah. No, that's
shit.
still a good
Yeah,
setup.
yeah. That's great.
So I actually don't. I just
RGB.
realized that I don't have my PC in mine. Because
okay.
it's under my desk. I do want to have a desk at some point
yeah.
that I can display mine. But
Same.
I posted well, hang on, I done lost it now. I posted it just in our chat, but it's
Oh, just scroll up a bit. I see it.
here. So that's my basic setup right there. You can see pretty much everything else. I just got the new mouse pad in today.
Ooh, that's Stream Deck XL, bro. I need that in my
It's
life.
it's excessive because I didn't really know when I got it how you can set up the multifunction for it. But that's my setup. It's growing. It's grown a lot since I started. But the reason I hadn't shared many pictures of it for a long time is because I'm a weirdo, man. I'm really self-conscious about my shit. I don't share it a lot. But one thing that drove me crazy is that my colors are kind of like blue, teal, and a little bit of purple. But I had this full desk mouse pad that came with the desk I bought, and it was black and red. And bro, the fact that it was red with the fucking blue and it drove me insane. I was like, I can't show this off. And then I got this in today, so I literally ripped that bitch off today. So
I had a computer chair that I got. I was an insurance agent. So again, sales my whole life. So I was an insurance agent, and I took the beaten in computer chair that he was throwing out, literally thrown out. I threw it in the back of my Jeep. I had to put a cushion, a love seat cushion, on the thing just to give my ass some kind of support. These were so beaten down that it was just pure metal. And then my first stream, Debbie got me this. And I mean, I had the PS4 camera. It wasn't about like the aesthetic, but she was like, I almost got you the PS4 color looking chair, like the fucking blue one. The amount of pissed I would have been, dude. I'm the exact opposite. I mean, wearing a red fucking jacket, you know. My aesthetic is white with a little bit of red with a little bit of black. And she was like, I almost got you the blue one. And I was like, why, dude? Like, everything I own is fucking, even the fucking RGB on my computer is just red. Like, everything I am is red and shit.
I'm the same way.
Now, Debbie got this chair at Staples, I believe. And yeah, so I get it. I get the aesthetic.
My setup step up is the come up game's been strong. If I showed you before and afters, you guys would be like, holy fuck, he's come a long way. Because not only did I start, like, even when I actually got a cam, I was playing my Xbox from my couch on a, you know, yeah, it's a big TV, but
I remember that, dude.
Yeah, it was because I was just me, man. I was just doing my thing. And then I finally got the PC, and I got the desk, the same desk that I'm using today with that big mouse pad, the pre-built PC. And I got this little setup, and I felt so good about it. And then I was like, I ain't got shit for nobody to look at behind me, but it looks better. And then, but it was funny because until I got this chair, the chair I was using was, and Cedar's probably cracking up right now, it's a piece of crap wooden chair that broke recently. My son actually broke it. That tells you how flimsy it was. My little 30-pound son broke it. But it was made by one of our friends in Hawaii, and we've had it for forever. And it is just barely held together. And like I would literally sit there and rock back and forth. Like I had a couch cushion under my ass because it hurt my ass so bad. But you'd hear every time I fucking moved, dude. So like, believe me, like if you see where we are now, this is not where we started.
Nope.
We did not just begin streaming like this. So
I will tell you what, I am an advocate. I don't know what brand or company this chair is, but at 180 pounds on a good day, this chair is phenomenal. I have jumped on it. I have pop shoved at it. I beat the fuck out of it consistently. I kick it every now and then, and it is perfect. Like this is probably one of the most well built. This is the Honda Civic. Every fucking thing. I don't even drive a Honda. Everything I have is Honda Civic.
It's a reliable car. I get
Fuck
it.
yeah, it is,
So
dude.
stolen vehicle.
My mom had a 92 for fucking 100 years at least.
Hell
I think we've all had one in our families at some point in time. And
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
to
You didn't
piggyback
have
off
one.
of
Get the fuck out of chat. Just kidding.
right, bye.
Nice.
I like my chair. It's a Respawn chair. This is the first and only chair that I've had really for streaming. I do have a Walmart one that's you can't really see it because it's out of frame, but that one's okay. But I really enjoyed this Respawn chair. I'll probably get a new one here pretty soon though, because I'm so rough on this chair, and I just want to make sure that one day when I sit down to stream, it's just not gonna, like, the back of the chair is not gonna fall out from behind me. But my dog also likes to sit on it too. But it's a great chair. They're not super expensive. They're on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you could probably win one from Respawn themselves on Twitter because they're always giving away chairs. But
Okay. So I was going to ask some other questions, but honestly, it's like 2 or 3 of the other questions we've already kind of answered along the way, because we've taken a crazy path. And that's what I love about the way I set this up is I kind of just give you all basic bullet points of what we're going to talk about. And then the conversation just swirls around. So we never know where we're going to be. So, I want to give each of you a chance to have a kind of a final takeaway, whatever you want to say, to chat to the community, to whoever. This is your time. Whatever advice you have, whatever you want to talk about, it's all you. But try to keep it relatively not like another half hour.
well, you don't want me to keep talking? Is that what you keep saying? Gosh.
Well,
Shut up.
We're almost at 3 hours, and I said this was gonna be a 2-hour podcast, so I feel bad.
Yeah. I guess my takeaway would be always authentically yourself. Don't let, I know, like what we said earlier, don't like trying to mirror yourself after what other people are doing. Kind of just, look at what everybody's doing, look at what you're doing, and just find that balance that brings you happiness. Because ultimately, you're the person that has to go on camera, or not on camera. I know we said you don't have to be, but you're the person that has to be on stream. So as long as you're happy and you're content with what you're doing, then your community is going to see that. And don't be afraid. I think that's the other thing I would say too, is don't be afraid. There's going to be those assholes that are going to come through and tell you that you're crap, and then you're going to have someone come in right after and say, don't listen to that, you're fine. So don't be afraid. That's a really big thing to take away, is do not be afraid.
Definitely. Unsung?
Keeping in theme with quality, you are your stream. Without you, there is a blank camera, no gameplay, no sound, right? So work on presenting you to the audience before you work on having a $4,000 computer, a $1,000 camera setup. Work on making people want to come back because they liked you and not because they know that you have spent all of your life savings on a computer setup. Mm-hmm. And I know Tosca is gonna probably touch on the same thing, right? Like the stream is about you. Work on you first, and then everything after will just come to you.
Yeah. We're also called content creators, and you are the content. Mm-hmm. You are the one that makes the content. So make you and what you provide in that content the best that it can possibly be.
My name's Toskamiri. I'm a full-time streamer. I'm sponsored by Greasy Gamer. I'm not fucking talking about Quad. I'm just gonna talk about myself. I'm a sponsored streamer by GreasyGamer.com. Right now, there is a you can. Do you allow links in chat?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
All right. If you go to, you can use me as a referral. I am the highest referred, the best sponsored streamer. I'm not fucking joking. I have 87 referrals. I think the second is like fucking 20. Who cares? Fuck them. I'm the best. Everything I do, I fucking do it with intent. I do it with purpose. My purpose here to grow as a streamer is to help as many people as I possibly can. Good people. Now fuck that site. Use this one. Register there. It's for free. If you are a content creator, if you are a streamer, if you are a gamer, this will help you. This is the MySpace, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all in one thing. This isn't a plug for Greasy Gamer. This is a plug for you. This is to help you. You can grow yourself. You can grow your own content. I'm talking to the three of you in here as well, not just chat. It's the most and he also has a place where when you go live, your stream is already up on that. So 50% of my views come from that site. So not only does my community utilize that site, there are thousands of other people that utilize that site. Sign up. Do yourself a favor, sign up. Also, there's another thing. It's called it's Greasy Gamer Awards. I want to be the greasiest gamer. So doing this helps me out. There are, I don't even know, fucking 15 other things that you can put other people in. Put me in as the best male streamer. You can put yourself in. You're not going to win. You're not going to fucking win. Just do me the favor and already put it in for myself to help me out more. Because if you put yourself in, you may get 10, 15, 20. I'm going to get 100, 200, 300 people. Don't do it. Just put me in. Put in the best female streamer. Put in your organization. Whatever you want to do, run that down. This is your community. I'm not going to tell you to join my community, but definitely give the hashtag, the Twitter handle, Team Tosca, a look at, because it's not a community for only us. We have other organizations inside of it, so you can be part. What is it? The Sweet D what? Sweet
all the Sweet D's nuts. The D's nuts community, baby.
Sweet D squad. You can be part of that. These people in here that have followed me here are not following Tosca. They're following Team Tosca. And just because my fucking name's a part of it, it's a joke. Like you heard my little intro thing. Like I didn't mean to start it that way. I just wanted to fucking do more, do better, do the best that I can do. All of these people will help you out because if you're genuine, they genuinely help you back. Absolutely. Don't follow me. Don't come to my shit and check me out. Check them out first. If you like them, then come say, hey, they're cool people. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
That's what I love about Tosca, man. He's like, I'm the fucking best streamer. He's got that confidence, but he's like, I'm the fucking best. But then he also puts on for his people. Like you can tell the authenticity in it. And no, that's the way it should be. Like I said, I feel like that's why I felt connected to you early, is because I have a very similar mindset. Like I have the clip that's there. I'm my favorite fucking streamer because I love my shit. I have that confidence, and I love my community, and I put on for them as often as I fucking can. And that's, again, the inspiration behind what we're doing right now. This all stemmed from wanting to blend communities and grow people's reach. Because I see a lot of my friends interacting in each other's chats that have no other ties other than through me. And that gives me such fucking happiness to see that shit. So I was like, how can I do that even better? Oh shit, I can put on for people and have them interact, and maybe, people that would never have talked before are now checking each other's streams out, becoming a part of other communities. And that shit makes me so fucking happy. So guys, it is raid time though. It is one of my favorite fucking times. It is raid time. So I put my sweet raid thing, but please, if you are a member, a subscriber to any of these people, spam their emotes in their chat as well. I highly recommend that, because this is not just a Sweet D raid. Every person in this chat right now is not a member of, the Sweet Squad, Sweet D's Nuts. You guys are members of multiple different communities, so show each of those communities love as well. Drop them a follow if you feel so inclined. I throw follows like crazy, and then make sure this person is endearing to you. I typically want to try to do more random raids, but there's somebody online tonight that I've been wanting to show more love to, because I truly believe I want to have him on a podcast in the future. I love this man. I met him through an org that I was a part of for a while, and he's an absolutely great dude, and he is hype as fuck. And he's another person that you can feel how genuine he is through just watching him. And he is one of a kind. It's our good buddy Squirrel Butters.
Yeah.
I fucking like I said, this dude is wild as fuck, man. Like, he's playing Apex right now, and he's low-key cracked at Apex. And
give me 1 second. Give me 1 second before we do that. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go in the Discord and let them know. Try to get a handful more people in here to get this fucking hyped up.
Actually, can one of my mods, since I'm actually typing out the raid thing already, I'm not gonna hit enter yet, but can one of my mods link Squirrel Butters thing in the chat, so that if you want to actually put that over to your community, if they want to come to, by all means they can.
He's gonna lose his mind.
Do not put my fucking face
this dude's gonna be so fucking
in the chats.
So, but we're gonna raid our guy Squirrel Butters. Like I said, this dude is fucking phenomenal. He's an awesome dude. Actually,
give them 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. We can do 2 minutes. But if you guys like high quality Apex gameplay, he's definitely got that. And if you like fucking energy, this dude is chock fucking full of it. Honest to God, Tosca, you and him kind of give me very similar vibes in the kind of shit I've seen you guys fucking do. Like, I never know what this dude's gonna fucking do. In the sense of just an energy standpoint. But yeah, whenever you guys are ready to go, we'll go ahead and hit the enter and get this shit going. He's grinding ranked, it looks like.
We got a handful more people that just came in. Mel, what's up? Savage, what's up?
All right. We'll give chat their time. Absolutely. If you guys want to plug the raid, like I said, I'm all for it, because I'm all about dropping as big a raids as possible as I can, because not because it makes me feel any kind of like big man or anything like that, but it makes me happy seeing how people react to these like bigger raids, man. The bigger the raid, the bigger people react, and they're like, "Oh my fucking god!" Like, he's probably gonna lose it a little bit if he's not mid game, which he is right now. So waiting, honestly, kind of it will be beneficial a little bit. So please bear with us, guys. Like I said, if you guys want to start now, you can spam those emotes right now. I don't care. We'll get them ready to go. That way they're, on your recents. They're on the last couple that you use. I know I have that problem because I'm subscribed to like fucking 1 million people. I swear.
Right?
I
Oh,
literally had to
man.
clean out today. I had to go through and clean out some of my subs because I can't afford. But I was subscribed. Other than not including gifted, I was paid subscription to 36 people.
Yeah, I think I maxed out at 41 month, and I was like, that's why I'm always in the negative.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like actually midstream, my phone went off and I was kind of like pissed off. Like it wasn't super loud, but I was like, why is my fucking phone going off? And I glanced at it. It was fucking PayPal telling me that a fucking another sub came out. And I was like, oh, fuck,
That's it.
Here we go. Here we fucking go, man. That's so whenever you're ready, Tosca, man.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be maxed out for us.
Okay. Sounds good to me, brother. So, like I said, this is our buddy Squirrel Butters. Show him some love. I promise you, you will not be disappointed in this man. He's like I said, playing some Apex. He is mid game. Why is my shit buffering? My internet's been giving me hell the past like couple weeks. So that's probably why. It's probably not his stream. I don't think it's his stream. But like I said, this dude is fucking awesome. We got 31 ready to raid. So like I said, go hype this man up. I promise you will not be disappointed. Thank you again for making another great podcast. Not only thank you to you guys in chat from all different communities, but thank you to Mikey, Unsung, and Tosca for being here and providing another great podcast full of advice for people out there, and hopefully it'll allow you guys more visibility amongst yourselves as well. Thank you again. We love you. Appreciate you for being here. We are out.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
No, I'm keeping them recording for a little bit because these rap sessions that we have at the end, man, I promise you they're fucking hilarious. My shit's buffering. Tell me he's hype.
I get both of those kids died behind cover.
My shit's like buffering.
Heck, games.
Yeah, he's funny as
Oh, he's drinking. No wonder.
Yeah. He's always wild.
Oh, DMCA. Insta DMCA.
I don't even know if he gives a fuck.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He's like an audio technician by trade too.
Shit. Not my business.
I do love hitting this one when they have the emote wall.
Damn.
Yeah.
What? Hey.
Because then it's just my fucking stupid ass face all over their shit.
Yeah, no, like
ridiculous, dude.
My
fucking
shit
ramen
is
head.
Fucking buffering like crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, his stream's totally fine.
Yeah,
okay, I figured it was. No, it's my internet's been rough, and it's even more rough because like I have Cedar in there in the other room. Like normally it's not an issue when my internet's at full capacity, but because it's already fucking being shit because fuck Spectrum. But like he's I don't know. He's but this dude's awesome. I really fucking love this guy. Like the one time I came in there and he was just fucking drunk. What was he singing? Robbery. He was singing Juice WRLD. And he was just like fucking screaming it. Like this man's funny as fuck. But like I really appreciate you guys being on, man. Like I feel like that went really well. I like that this was one that I kind of planned it out in my head because my past couple
right now.
What's up?
Are we doing the after action report right now?
Oh yeah, like I'm
Did
still
you end your stream?
No.
Okay, because Joe says, by the way, I still see them. I think
no.
you're